All right, I think this is working now. Hi everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Just give me a sec here. Sorry, I'm like, okay. Hello, Dr. Flake and Trisha. Hello, hello. Hi, Rock. Hello, 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 Rock, Trisha as well. Hello, 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 everyone. Something. Welcome to the podcast or something. Hi, Nippy. Hi, Nippy. Hi, Nippy. Let's see. Dr. Flake says, sup. Not too much, dude. I just went and put my fucking. Sorry. I'm trying to. Damn it, I'm gonna ruin it. But like, I'm trying not to swear so much because YouTube's being angry at me. But like, I was putting on some socks earlier because my feet were getting cold, and I was like, man, I don't want to sit here for like, for like 3 hours and let my feet get cold, you know. So so the feetsies need to be taken care of. I got my so I got socks on and everything. Hopefully the temperature is gonna be regulated enough for this. But yeah, let's see. Hello to Eric, just not compute. Hello. And if he says, oh dude, tackling you right now. Oh my god, tackling me through the screen. Oh my god, ow, I've been tackled. It's over for me. It's just over for me. It's over for me. It's okay. I'll tackle Dino for you too. All right, that's good enough. That's good enough. But. Sorry, I didn't want to knock Dino over. Deal with it. Oh, hello to Garnet in YouTube chat. Garnet says, hi, you'll probably have new areas added in the patch. Lots of areas to explore. Dude, I'm so excited. But we are really trying to catch up on this story. I'm gonna do my best. I'm doing my best, trying not to get too distracted, even though that's kind of what happens. But I will do my best. Our goal is to get through the story. I know we had to cut it short last time because some health stuff going on. But we are doing Drop My Use thing. We're gonna do it. We're gonna fucking do it. Dang, I said it again. Freaking dude. Y'all, I need to explain that I swear so much that I was editing a like 10-minute, like a 10-minute stream clip, where I was talking about like my OCD and other stuff like that, and I looked through it and I had to censor the F word 50 times, and then I had to censor the S word like 20 times. Like, I say way too many bad words, and I gotta cut it down because it's really annoying for me to freaking edit it out later. But it is funny though. It is funny, and honestly, it's a miracle that YouTube is still showing my streams, given how much I swear. But I'm doing my best. Let's see. Garnet says lots of YouTube chat says lots of weird places to jump to. Oh, in the new areas. Yeah, for sure. All right. Let's see. Dr. Plague in Twitch chat says sadly for YouTube, I swear like a sailor on coke. Lamau. Let's see. Plague in Twitch chat says, let me guess, that video is gonna sound like a conversation in Morse code. Not quite. I checked, and the words per minute of that video, because, you know, I edited out like a decent amount of my like breaths, like in breathing and stuff. It was about like 200 words per minute of just me talking, and I was like, oh my god, I didn't know I talked that fast. But luckily, you know, it's not too hard to just kind of like cut audio out and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, y'all are gonna see it, dude. It'll be pretty funny. Like, it is just kind of like a fuller like take of like some of the like shorts that I made recently, where I was talking about like OCD and other things, you know, like it's some of the issues going on in my life. So it was just, I thought it'd be kind of fun to kind of have a compilation of that, because that series did like medium well, you know, good enough, right? It did good enough for me. Okay. And like, apparently, I've learned that apparently, right? Like, I know y'all probably don't care too much about the creator talk shit, but fuck, I said a bad word again. Fuck! Damn it! Okay. Like, I have learned that apparently, like longer form stream clips are like kind of a thing now. So that's been what I've been kind of working on, and a lot of the infrastructure upgrades I've been doing back end has been like making video editing and like producing more content a lot more easily, because I want to be able to stream more, because I want to see y'all more, obviously. And I want to be able to also like have a good output of like videos, like short form, long form, and stuff like that. And eventually maybe even like scripted videos once I have the like, you know, kind of capacity for it. But a lot of it's just like, oh, I gotta freaking organize all of this stuff, because I'm looking at like a Kanban board. So like, I don't know if y'all like have ever used Kanban, but it's like a board of columns. So you're like Trello is that thing, right? But like I had a bunch of I looked at it. It's like hundreds and hundreds of like little mini projects I'm looking at right now. I'm like, all right, well, time to organize and get move the stuff that's stale. And sorry, I know I'm using the corpo speak right now, but like I'm moving a lot of the stuff that's kind of like stale out. So, you know, stuff from like older VODs that, you know, just doesn't look as good anymore. Can't really use it as much. So stuff like that. I'm working on it, kind of organizing it. I've also been just doing like a lot of like physical infrastructure, right? So like I know a lot of y'all know that I'm hanging out, like I'm kind of staying in my friend's parents' attic right now because, well, attic bedroom kind of thing, but I'm hanging out over here because like, you know, like health issues and other stuff, so it's kind of a temporary thing. But like I have been putting down like a little bit more like cabling and stuff to make my like internet connection a lot like stronger, so we should hopefully have less like freezing during the stream and like a lot less of like just weird weird stream artifacting, glitching and stuff like that. So so that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Plague in Twitch chat says, let me get oh, actually wait, no, I read that. Plague in Twitch chat said, I probably should do all this stuff, but sadly I'm lazy and cripplingly depressed. Oh no, pat. Yeah, I mean, like honestly, depression's really hard though. like I totally get that. Like you know, sometimes you just like wake up and you just like, it's difficult to get out of bed, and like it's a victory when you get out of bed, and like that's you know, I've been there. I know what you're talking about. It's honestly a miracle these meds work on me, but you know, like meds don't even work on everyone, so it's just like I had to try so many different ones to even try to get that to work. But like it's a lot of therapy, a lot of other stuff, and it's like, damn, mental health mental health is like big deal. Let's see, places I don't know how to edit. Oh, like editing videos and stuff. There are tutorials online. I think, okay, I don't want to be like a shill, but like I have heard that, because I haven't used this, right? But like I have heard that CapCut has gotten a lot better. Even though like they've kind of made their monetization a little more strict, so like you end up like having to pay money to do stuff. But I've heard CapCut makes things really easy these days. But if you want free, like DaVinci Resolve, right? Like DaVinci Resolve, like the basic thing is free. And there are a lot of tutorials out there, and if you look up like tutorial with the word beginner in it, you should be able to find some stuff, because there's a lot more modern stuff. And like I know DaVinci Resolve has gotten a lot more complicated these days, so like maybe not the best thing to kind of work with, but a lot of people do kind of do that. I'm trying to remember, because do y'all remember fucking I said the F word again. Do y'all remember what, Windows Movie Maker? I think, like, I was a baby but I remember that shit, right? I said a bad word again. God, okay. I remember Windows Movie Maker, like when it was very small. I remember messing with it, and I was like, oh, you know, like you just kind of cut the video together and do stuff like that, and you kind of just cut the ends together, and like I remember, because you know, this was before the days of like captioning systems and stuff like that, but like I remember that being like pretty alright in terms of like kind of just editing things, and like it just doesn't exist anymore. Like right now these days we have like yeah, like everyone's like on Adobe Premiere, like Premiere Rush or whatever, or CapCut, or just using the video editors inside like TikTok or Instagram and stuff like that, and that's pretty interesting. But like, you know, if you want to do anything more advanced, then it's like it's a completely different system. Though actually, I did check out the TikTok editor when I was working at that video editing software company. We were doing like some market research, and I did check the video editors that were in like the TikTok app and the Instagram app, and like they've added timeline stuff, which is really cool because you can like now kind of like position stuff on a timeline, which I thought was really interesting. But like, yeah, there's tutorials, and there's a lot of these like things that are in the app, you know, like TikTok and Instagram. They're kind of more designed to like be really easy to use. The problem is they're designed for you to like have like short videos of you like recording and talking, so it doesn't really quite work with VODs because they're like hours long. I think there's other like clipping actually, no, I don't think there are other clipping tools that are like that I like kind of like, but yeah, it's oh my god, it was just a lot of stuff. Okay, Plague in Twitch chat says, well, if I need to edit something, well, I'm not above sailing 7 seas. Valid. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like with how like certain companies, like, you know, ones that start with A recently that have just been kind of really doing the monetization thing, it's just it's understandable like that people will do that. I mean, like, I am staying above board because like I'm lucky enough to have the resources to do it, and you know, I come from like a very like kind of like corpo rat background, right? Like corpo rat software engineer background, so I'm trying to keep things above board and like, you know, compliant as things grow. But like I totally understand why people would do things like that, and that is like extremely valid given a lot of the current market circumstances. Like it's just, you know, it's brutal what some of these companies think they can get away with, dude. it's like they lose all their goodwill over this stuff. Let's see. Okay, Aries Not Compute in YouTube chat says, oh man, so many AMVs came out of the Windows Movie Maker. Yeah, for real. Y'all, like one of my friends, she's been working on like a Modica Magica AMV, and like it's really funny because she remembers those the AMVs from those era, and like she's been really inspired by that. So like, but like, you know, seeing her do it in like a modern workflow with DaVinci Resolve is actually insane. And you know, the crazy part is like she oh my god, I'm so mad about this, but she learned how to edit in DaVinci Resolve better than I can in like a week. And it's like, how do you fucking do that? Sorry, I said the F word again. How do you freaking do that? And like it's just I don't know, man. Like I'm so like I gotta pick her brain a lot more about that. We gotta freaking know. But like, oh man, I remember my friends in college like showing me all these AMVs from like the 2000s and like the 2010s, and it was so cool actually. And like it's really sad that it's not really a thing anymore. Like AMVs just aren't really a thing anymore because a lot of you know, a lot of like the music copyright stuff is going on, so a lot of people are kind of afraid to use music and stuff in their videos. And like, to be fair, I also feel that this is kind of a personal take, right? Like maybe not representative of the industry, but I do feel like a lot of like YouTube specifically has gotten really corporatized. Like I don't know if y'all noticed, but like a lot of the bigger channels now are like full-blown companies now and not just like single creators. And it's like, oh yeah, all right, so you know, we have Mr. Beast Productions, you know, I'm pretty like you know, CoffeeZilla's got his own like studio and everything, and I'm pretty sure like the most, like anyone over 1 million definitely has editors that help them, right? And like they at least have a team that is like basically on retainer like the entire year, like you know, for like or like at least long contract, right? And it's like, oh man, now everyone who's an indie is trying to compete, and it's like, yeah, dude. Okay, Aaron's not competing. YouTube chat says, yeah, AMVs are a product of a bygone time. Yeah, I really want them to come back, and like I've been noticing like through the woodwork, right, that a lot of like older style, like retro style YouTube videos are kind of making a comeback, right? You know, like people that are just making like, you know, kind of like low res kind of weird videos. And like the algorithm has changed these days where like I feel like the algorithm has changed where like, you know, like now it's starting to kind of bring a lot of that stuff back because, you know, like viewer retention and stuff like that. And like, you know, it's gotten supposedly right, better at like matching with audience and things, which I just find really interesting. But you know, maybe I'm really hoping that we can go back to the good old days, or whatever people call it. Like friggin' like oh man, like Vine was before my time, but like I remember my friends showing me like saved old Vines, you know, like free Shavakadu and stuff like that, right? Or and like those old memes, and it's like, wow, we were so pure back then, and now everything is a freaking company. And it's like, I'm gonna adjust my mic a little bit, but like, you know, everything's kind of like a company now. And like, if you're like an indie creator, like a solo creator, you kind of have to operate like a company to like keep up in a lot of ways. And like, you know, I'm being as ethical as I can about it, obviously, but like, you know, like there's just like it's like, okay, now I have to do like project management if I want to do more than like two types of media, right? It's like oh, okay, now I'm basically setting up my Notion so it just looks like Jira again. And it's like, man, I thought I got away from that. like you know, I'm not a software engineer at the current moment, so it's like, wow, I thought I'd get away from all the task management. I thought I'd get away from all of the all the like kind of I don't know how to explain how like YouTube's just been, it feels like it's just been played with a lot of like corpo stuff, right? But like it's like I feel like you know, there's a lot of like I don't want to use task management as my example because like that's kind of like the how do I describe it? It's like that's one of the big ones, right? Like I feel like you have to do that, and like, you know, a lot of like video editing and templating. It starts to feel like it's more work than fun for a lot of creators, and like I'm glad that I like it. And I'm also glad that I'm like super familiar with like Resolve and other stuff because, again, like worked for a video editing software company previously, right? Not affiliated with Blackmagic or anything, but like I had a lot of time to look at a lot of these like programs and stuff, and like there's so much like software and hardware that's like required to I don't want to say compete, because compete's not the right word, because there's a lot of people that kind of break out just doing weird stuff, but there's like, you know, for every one person you see, there's like 99,000 people that don't, right? And it's like but like like you know, like there's always the and also the YouTube guru channels that are always like oh, consistency, and then they don't actually explain like, you know, like how to concept a video and stuff like that, and it's like all right, I know I'm talking a lot about it, but yeah, like that's been top of mind for me for last week, you know, like kind of like increasing reliability. I'm sorry I'm going all corporate rat on y'all, but like increasing reliability, you know, making sure that all the tasks get done and stuff like that, and like making sure that everything works and we have like a smooth system so that I can live stream as much as possible while also making as much content for y'all to enjoy as possible. So It's one of those things. One of those things. Okay, all right. Tears out of my eyes. I'm done. All right, let's play the game. Let's play the game. Let's play the game. Okay, wait, hang on. Aaron's not YouTube chat said, though, I wonder how many AMV makers make, became VTuber clippers, similar skill set. Yeah, I mean, like, I think a lot of people that, like, were into hobby editing kind of came back into it, right? I do think that, like, AMV making is, like, a slightly different skill set because there's a lot of, like, music syncing and stuff like that, and, like, that's kind of a thing that is both, like, taste and, like, kind of a skill thing you can learn and stuff like that. But a lot of things like, you know, editing, like cues and like other how do I describe this, like making a video kind of interesting to watch, right? Like just visually or like sound wise, and kind of getting that together and like having a good eye for it. Like I think those are pretty shared in a lot of stuff like that. I would not be surprised if at least one of the popular clipping channels used to make AMVs or anything like that. Though, like, I do know that like some people that used to make AMVs ended up in industry, because I know a person who went to my college that used to make AMVs, and she like I don't know her, right? But like, I'm aware of her, right? But like she apparently got like hired into Turner or something like that, like the Cartoon Network kind of studio and stuff like that, because she was making a lot of fan content for that thing. And she ended up like working for them. So that's why, like, I feel like a lot of AMV video editors that were like really talented ended up getting picked up by these companies, actually, which I thought was kind of interesting to see. I mean, that's just kind of what happens, right? Like an indie creator gets big, and like, you know, sometimes they decide to make a deal with the devil and just end up like, you know, working for like a big company because they, you know, there's the money there. It's a lot more stable, a lot more money, and like I totally understand that, right? Which is really funny because, you know, I am going in the opposite direction, right? Like, former corpo rat going all in on the indie space, which, you know, like I'm doing my best to, like, you know, to be good, right? to behave. Let's see, Shay in let's see, Shay in Twitch chat says a big edit time. Yeah, big edit time. Air's not YouTube chat says see Konaru and Hololive. Oh, is that how she got involved in ID? Like I didn't realize that was the case. Like she's we're talking about Kobo, right? Yeah, like I actually really like her. I remember watching a lot of clips of her. But yeah, like that's really interesting to know. But yeah, for sure. Okay, all right. Thank you for the lurk, Shay Long Dragon. I appreciate that. Sorry, I called you by your full legal name, Shay. We know each other. I'm sorry, I called you by your legal name. Alright, yeah, thank you for the lurk, Shay. Alright, we're gonna play the game. Actually, though, before that, so we're about to start the kind of underground array thing with Zhurong Fangyi again. But I had to back out of it because I actually loaded into the game earlier, and it actually dropped me back in where we left off, which was good. But it was short enough of a distance where I was like, okay, you know, we should probably make sure we get the dailies, because it doesn't show you the dailies until you back out of the event. So I had to back out of it. So I did get my dailies yesterday. So I have, well, actually, give me a second. Let me make sure I do my credit thing first. I'll grab these Arsenal tickets. Just kind of, all right, I'm just gonna purchase down until we're under 300. There we go. Okay, but I do have. Wait, hang on. Sorry, it's under headhunting. You know, I don't headhunt a lot. But okay, we are gonna pull for Arcane because I have 9 of these now. Because I spent some of my old like tokens and other stuff from all the extra pulls that I got. So we have 9 pulls for Arcane. I'm genuinely, genuinely, I am just gonna skip through them, right? Like, genuinely, I am just gonna skip through most of this. So we're just gonna do it. If we don't get her, it's not a big deal, right? Like, and no need to pray for the sky sheep here, because as much as I like Arcane, I'm trying to approach this in like a mentally healthy way, you know, if that makes sense. Go. Oh, another Zaihi. Let's go. Okay, I got 5 left. Let's do this. Yeah, and like, I might pull more closer to the end of the event, but for now, I'm definitely just kind of gonna skip through and just get it over with. I know like a lot of people put like a lot of I don't want to say stress isn't the right word, like a lot of emphasis on like the pull thing, and like, you know, like praying to Art and Jesus and other stuff like that. But for me, I'm gonna be really honest, it's just numbers at the end of the day. It's just numbers at the end of the day. Like, if I really like a character, I will find some way to get enough money to spend all of it. All right, we didn't get it, but we got another Zaihi, and I think I am full up on Zaihi actually, but I'm gonna check and just make sure that
all right from this angle?
we don't. Yep. All right, Zaihi's maxed out. That's perfect. Let me make sure that I have my event stuff dealt with. Let me go ahead and not this one. Let's see. ASC quote exchange. Yeah, we'll go ahead and switch those out. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. All right. Okay. No, we talked about gear last time. And right. So we're gonna deal with. What is this? Oh, okay. In addition to default technique, the gold quality gear can be switched to newly added assembly techniques to use different gear components. Ah, okay. Alternate components. All right. I see. I see. Use this to bulk switch the assembly techniques of all gold quality gear. Each technique is compatible with older techniques. The new assembly technique added in the current version update costs 99% less stock bills. The latest technique also compatible with lower assembly techniques in past versions. Okay, all right. We got a tutorial for this update. All right, that's kind of concerning. I guess I'll read it. Okay. Oh, actually, this is the same thing. Okay. Let's have a look. See here. Oh, so I think you can just sort of switch between these things. Okay, what is this? A pure light, heatonite, cuprium, zeronite. Okay, I think zeronite's what we want because we are just we are full up on zeronite, and I think that's probably what we want. I'll have to figure it out later, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Okay, let's grab the dailies here. I'm just clicking my mouse. I'm clicking my mouse. Okay, cool. New sword. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I have to assume these are those Arcane's weapons? I don't know what kind of character class Arcane is in. But that'll be something to check later. Let's see. Operations manual. Log into the game. Perfect. Okay. Here we go. Okay. All right. I think we're ready. I'm pulling out my controller. We're gonna play the game now. We're actually gonna play the game. Hopefully, we catch up on this thing. Okay. Let's make sure I know the controls here. Okay. LB to do that. Camera. Okay. All right. We're gonna talk.
Of course.
And we're
together.
Yep. Together. If I remember correctly, it's gonna be like a little bit of walking sim for a while. So we're gonna have a lot of time to chit chat while this is happening. But so while that's happening, I'm also gonna make sure that my streams still work and that everything is working and everything like that. All right. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Here we go. All right, we're going in. We're going in. We're going in, chat. We're going in.
Energy is getting more powerful.
We've done this part right here.
And this is within the
Right, and we're going inside the array. And we're gonna go inside the array. Sorry, I know we're skipping a little bit because I know a lot of y'all have seen us do this last time, so we're gonna get through it. All right, here we go. We're just gonna rush here. And I think the game is making us walk for a little bit. Okay, and she's gonna do the thing. Raise the platform. Camera zooms out. Very cool. Oh, excuse me. God, fucking. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, and it's time to do. Oh, right, it's because we're going through this rift, and we're gonna do.
The head is completely destroyed, but there are no sheernite we can use nearby.
All right, guess we're going through the portal. It's portal time, baby.
Our only way forward is the scroll portal.
I do love these. I think I mentioned this last time too, but I love the way these portals kind of work because they're very similar to like the ones in Expedition 33, which is another game I really like. I am sad that I mean, like, to be fair, it's a single player game, so I think most people have already played it. So it's kind of like I guess in society's terms, like kind of like sort of done and over with. Even though like I still really like it, but like I haven't touched it in like 6 months because, you know, single player game. Oh, don't fall off of that. All right, we're going in. We're going in. We're going in. Here we go. Let's do this then. I'm gonna grab Dino. I'm gonna hug Dino a little bit. Right. So.
What should I expect? Which
okay. All right. Hold you Dino. Hold you Dino. Okay. So, memory fragment. Right, because this is the old lab from 10 years ago. Right. There's gonna be puzzles that we did last time. Not too much story stuff here other than kind of the exposition, right? So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
Science station building materials. They look like the two spaces have bit of sheernite. All right.
Okay. I don't think we're that far. We had to go that far back though. So we're gonna grab this thing here, and we're pushing this block. And I think we just need to be on a similar vector for this. Oh god, okay. Maybe I should be playing mouse and keyboard after all. That was tougher than expected. Sorry. Okay. All right, here we go. In we go with the... I like the green, like, metallic blocks, actually. I find that these are, like, some kind of, like... They feel like some kind of, like jade block. Like, not like emerald, because they're not as, like, shiny, right? But they feel like a... kind of like a matte jade look, which I think is really cool. I mean, there's a lot of that motif in this game as well, which I think is kind of fun.
Illustrated by the proxy.
Okay,
The butterfly shall take
I keep
us to
thinking
the
these are
center of the
pickups, but I keep
drawing.
just walking over them. Okay. Up we go. And we want to exit the scroll, so we're just gonna go through here. And
Is that the start of the drawing you mentioned?
yeah, Airstock from YouTube chat says I think it's meant to be Zero. Yeah, for sure.
Changes give birth to
Yeah, I think
opportunities.
it like Zero like visually shares a lot of like the like physical kind of color and like thing with like I don't know how to describe it. Like it's got that like green stone thing, and like some of it glows too, which I think is really interesting, right? Oh, hello, Urus. Urus in Twitch says sheep. Hello. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well, of course. We are continuing the story where we left off. And we're actually gonna try and get through this event because of, you know, walking simulator events, like you have to just play through almost completely for the game lets you do it. So I had to back out so I could do my pulse, and then oh, okay, here we go. All right, this is where we left off. I think someone last time actually mentioned that this cell section is about like 45 minutes ish. So oh, Ernest in Twitch chat says yay. I'm only here for like half an hour for work, but yay. Yeah, okay, yep. Well, glad to have you here regardless. Dino's missing from their spot because I'm holding them right now. By the way, Dino's not completely missing in action. I'm just squishing Dino right now. Oh, Dino's really soft. Oh, squishy. My best friend. Okay. All right, I want to put Dino back now so I can focus on the game. I'm trying to not bump the mic here. Just give me a sec.
They are.
All right. Okay. We're at the new stuff now. All right. Story time? It's story time. Let's see what we got. I like... Oh, the butterfly is really cool too. I like the butterfly motif they've been doing with Jean-Fay's thing. I really like that. Let's see. Who is that question mark? I mean, I think I know who that is, but oh, this is kind of cool though. Not gonna...
My name's Zhongfeng.
Oh, she's new. Okay, let's turn autoplay on.
Young and inexperienced.
Okay, we are definitely getting more of her.
They were sending us a young and gifted Tianxia, but you're even younger than we expected.
Oh, you flatter me.
It is interesting that they like she still has her current outfit and she's not in like a regular lab coat. She's just still her 6-star self. Like she still looks like a 6-star even though like in the flashback, which I think is really funny. And like obviously, you know, that like this like a game kind of thing and they probably just wanted to you know, like save on budget and stuff like that, which is totally valid. It's just really funny to see the 6-star version of herself be baby like this. I think it's really cute. Here's Doc in YouTube chat says main character syndrome. Yeah, for real. She's very main character right now.
Some points are very
Oh, speaking of main character, we haven't had as many Perlica moments lately. Because I feel like Perlica is one of like the main like characters that we're having arcs in Valley 4, but like, you know, we're actually seeing a lot more characters this time around, which is fun.
Short-tailed and long-tailed foul beasts.
Oh,
I don't know why it's there.
not gonna lie, past Jean-Fayou is like doing the tism really hard, and I'm like, yeah, relatable, love the tism. Oh, this is really cute. I actually really like the scene. Wait, is
later that I learned she left it there on purpose.
oh my god, is she experiencing gifted kid
It was
syndrome?
a little trick of hers to see if I'd read her data thoroughly.
Yeah, I think Zhongfang used to be a well, actually, I mean, she still is kind of a gifted kid. We're kind of having her gifted kid burnout moment or something like that. Yeah, okay, let's see. The admin will tell her it was really thorough.
Laughing.
Oh, this is cute. This is really cute.
The time to reminisce is over. Now it's time to make the final stroke. That's the exit.
Nice. All right, exit. Let's go.
So when you visit the underground array,
Oh, the admin
do you
spoke.
do
Oh,
this
yeah.
once?
Occasionally, whenever I think about the past, I'd enter the scroll.
Okay, this is really gifted kid burnout.
However,
Oh.
I
Okay,
never
Erzak
knew
in YouTube
what
chat says,
memories
blushing
the
fonging in my
box
heart.
would
Yeah,
show
for
me.
real. It's really cute. It's really
Sad or
freaking cute.
joyful.
I
I'd only
I did not
know
realize she
when
would
I
get so
see
much
them.
character moment like this. I really like it. Alright, oh, we can look at this. Let's see. A thick compilation of scientific theses. Someone has flipped through it religiously. Detailed notes have been left at every page. The reader really got in the details. There is a bookmark with a chubby foul beast on it. That's cute. Wait, there's a chair. Can I sit in this chair? Wait, this chair is huge. Look at this. This is like a throne. Penguinistrator. Oh my god, the back of the chair is almost bigger than Penguinistrator.
Actually,
Is Penguinistrator like 5'1" or something? She seems like she's kind of short. Because I feel like Zhang Fengyi is like, what, like 5'7", 5'8" tops?
I like being busy. Actually,
Hang on, let me just compare it. I gotta have a second. I don't know, like proportionally head-wise, like they feel like they're probably taller. Like it kind of, because you know, like if the head is bigger, right, that's kind of makes them feel shorter. But Zhang Fengyi is like kind of tall, and she feels like she's 5'8" or 5'9". And Administrator probably could be 5'6", maybe at tops, probably 5'4" or 5'3" or something. I don't know. Well, we'll never know. It's not like these blocks are like 1 meter long like Minecraft or something like that. Here we go. All right, here we go. Though if we use the butterflies for scale, then the butterflies are freaking massive, which I think is also really funny. But if the butterflies are to scale, then that means that all the characters are like sub 3 feet or sub 4 feet, which I think is really funny. They're like, oh my god, okay, I guess we're fighting. Here we go. Ugh, okay. Alright, I'm gonna get some distance here. We're gonna use our ultimates, and let's go. Here we go. And we'll use Administrator's ultimate as well. Might as well burn it now, because we're gonna... Here we go. Here we go, Administrator. There we go. Get those combo skills in. We're gonna warm back up into the fighting here. Dodge that. Dodge. I don't think I'm getting perfect dodges with it with this mode, but that's okay. There we go. In a way, it's a little bit difficult to tell what's going on screen, but it's fine. I will say that I am like being a little bit deliberately lazy with this combat because like, you know, it's balanced to be easy, right? Oh, there's so many swords and stuff. And also I haven't, I don't have Zhang Fengyi, so I don't really know how to play her real. Okay, let's see. Okay, American YouTube chat says, Penguin could be 3-3 and I would be okay, Lamel. Airsock YouTube chat says, I think I saw somewhere that Perlica is the unit of measurement. So Wolfguard is 1.2 Perlicas tall. Honestly, putting Perlica at like a standard unit's pretty funny. I like that actually. Standard Perlicas. Okay, look, if we get a chance to go aboard the Dijon, there's a lot of equipment and stuff there that is like somewhat standard sized in real life, and we could probably have a look at it. If I remember, if the ADHD doesn't win, right? Alright, here we go. It's another section of the laboratory. The blight existed 10 years ago. Alright, we found the core. Alright, here we go. And the Shiranite blocks are doing the thing. It's really funny that the ones up top... Oh, okay, it's showing the, I understand. It's showing the thing. And they're using the butterflies to show the...
It's going downstairs.
It's going downstairs. Hello, elevator. I guess we have to follow the butterfly. An unconventional route? Oh my god, we actually are like doing a little dungeon. Alright. I don't think there... It seems like there probably won't be combat in these laboratory sections. Oh, wait, hang on, y'all. We gotta look at the lab equipment, though. Okay, I gotta know. Alright, hang on. I'm putting my controller aside for a second here so that we can use the mouse to zoom in. So this is a computer, right? It's a computer with, I can move my mic so it's actually facing me a little bit. Okay. So I see this laptop. Yo, this laptop, like the outer shape, it reminds me of like a leapfrog thing. Like I remember seeing the leapfrog stuff in like thrift stores and stuff. And like I guess that's retro now, but like I don't know. Let's see. So we got a... Oh, well that's interesting. You see that? It has the keyboard kind of to the side, to the right side. That is a really interesting way to do that. And can I camera here? Oh, hang on, wait. Switch to operator view. Camera mode. Here we are. We can zoom in here. Let's zoom in. I'm gonna have a look-see up on this thing right here. Oh, wait, the mouse scroll wheel is independent of the camera scroll. That's concerning. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at this laptop. Oh my goodness, it doesn't even have a function row. Y'all seen that? So this laptop, it looks like it has, I'm trying to get a good view of this. So this laptop is okay, so it has a really wide touchpad. So that's really interesting. But I see the number row here. They don't have the symbols in the number. That's probably fine because it's just a texture, right? I'm gonna Control Alt. This is an Alt on this side and Control. Is this Windows? This is a Windows layout. Let's see. The QWERTY is pretty standard here. This texture is kind of interesting. Not gonna lie. Yeah, really wide thing. This thing on the left here, it's shaped like an M2 SSD, even though it's probably not, but it's kind of shaped like it, which I think is interesting. It's probably like some kind of like battery or some kind of control unit, right? Like because of the technology that exists. And on the screen, this element here, I don't know what this is, if I'm being honest. Like I hope it's not AI generated, if I'm being really honest here, because it looks kind of like, I mean, it could just been that someone kind of slapped it together. And like, honestly, like, cause you know, I see A22, 16, 1, 0, 5 triangle, 4, 23, 15. Oh man, that's kind of sus. A little bit sus here. The hinges are not really centered. I don't really know. Okay, oh, I'm gonna back out here. Let's see. Arizok YouTube chat says might be an Iridium slug. Yeah, true, because battery power and stuff like that, right? On the back looks kind of fine. The handle on one side is interesting. Like, I mean, it really does just look from the outside to me like a leapfrog computer, which I just think is really funny. Okay, we gotta get in here. Okay, right, here we go. And I don't know. This one's kind of sus, y'all. What do y'all think? Like, you think this is like, could a lot of this be like? I don't know. It's weird, right? Like one of the things that you usually look out for when you're looking for like AI generated stuff is like sometimes the text and stuff just starts to show weird, and it's kind of looking like that here, but it could also just be aging. So I don't know. Suspicious, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I'm not sure. Oh, okay, I kind of want to look at this news article too. Like all these are probably the same. So we're gonna have a look here. Like it really could just be that they're low res, right? But yeah, I don't know anything about this one. I can't really tell because like the text is just unreadable. We have another one of the laptop assets here. This, oh, I want to read the screens. I think they're all the same, but it looks kind of like an airport terminal. Let's have a look here. I just gotta know. I just gotta know what they're doing here with this. Okay, so this is just a kind of number, kind of 8-digit display. It's really interesting because this little like scan line effect, this vertical scan line effect, I mean, it happens horizontally too, but like this happens sometimes on like cameras when you're like looking at screens, and it's because of like a shutter speed thing, right? So like when you look at it, it's like the camera kind of catches the frame while it's updating, especially if the shutter speed's fast enough, which I think is really fascinating. But it's interesting to see it kind of just like displayed here. Oh, okay, let's go up. Go ahead and go up here. This text is not readable. It's just it looks like it's just little blocks through a filter, actually, like little weirdly shaped blocks through a filter. Okay, that's funny. What else is down here? Let's look at these stickers. Okay, I just feel like this lab is interesting. Like if I'm being really honest, I just find the lab, like this whole lab area, just kind of interesting. We're gonna zoom in on this warning label right here. Wait, what does that say? Do not... I almost thought it said do not eat the produce, but that's not it. Okay, I see characters here. That's probably just the thing translated. It says, do not use without authorization. Yeah, it says do not use without authorization. What does the last thing say? Ugh. These textures just a little bit too low res. I'm playing on max settings, by the way. I need y'all to understand. So it's like I feel like we should be able to see it, but without authorization, I want to say that word is prior, but I'm not sure. Do not use without authorization provided. Okay. Maybe it's a little more visible on one of the other ones. Let's try this one. I just gotta know. Oh, it's behind the whiteboard. Okay, here we go. And then, oh, okay, now we can get really close. Okay, yeah, it's the same texture. That's just illegible. Like, I know a lot of textures in games get compressed, right, to make the game smaller. So, but it is kind of interesting to see, like, how compressed they are. And, like, that's why I'm kind of not sure, right? Like, a lot of these letters and stuff. Like, these images are probably, like, compressed down to, like, kilobytes to keep the game small because there's so many textures, right? And this game is already kind of big. It's already, like, what, like 60 to 100 gigabytes or something right now? So, like, I kind of understand, but I also want to see what they friggin' worked on. Okay, what does this say? There's a little terminal here. Okay, Data Festival Cyberpunk. What? Wait, what? Hold on. This says Data : I think that's a 1. Festival. Cyberpunk BE Barcelona CSA LA RAPPA/C ALM, I think it's an I CAO 2-4 Metro/LS CANVELLES Canvels. I don't know what that means. Sudo apt-get. Wait, hang on. This is Linux. There's Linux here. Sudo space apt-get / program / IFC8 : That's not a real apt-get command, by the way, because with the real apt-get command, and also they don't use apt-get anymore. Now it's just apt, and that's the package manager for like Ubuntu-based systems and stuff like that. But the correct formatting would be sudo space apt-get space, and then like the name of the program you want to install, or actually no, it's not the program you want to install. It's apt-get space, and then you like do install search. Though I might be confusing it with the new apt stuff, like apt stuff, because apt has a lot more features now. But apt-get is like an old compatibility thing that is still kind of used. But like you can like it's used to like search, package, search, install, uninstall, remove, right? Stuff like that. There's also like auto clean, auto remove, and stuff like that, and that like clears out old packages and things like that, which I find interesting. But like the slash here, not quite right. Not quite right. Sad. Okay, Urs in Twitch says, off work, hope the questing goes well. Yeah, see you later, hope your work goes well as well. Let's see, what does this say? Okay, open slash, what is that, like, G, is that an E? Capital ELVE, DRS S26. And this is a log. These are logs, right? So this should be like a date time, but these are all like 0000, which is interesting. I'm trying to... These are like so hard to read. These textures are so freaking compressed. Let's see. This says open slash disable 27 over here, which is interesting. This says, I think this says reset. No, there's no way this says reset. I really want to know what this says. I'm so sad. There's a button down here. I mean, this is probably just a terminal showing things. Okay, I think this says presentation. Like, if you squint and look, you might be able to kind of recognize characters. Presentation, ILLARE. I can't read that one. I think it says TORRES. SO. I'm guessing. I'm like really guessing, to be honest. Like, they just kind of shape because these are all so blurred together. L apostrophe A STER. That's a $sign? RAMLAM AT. No, that can't be an A. That's like a, that's like A, like an E and T, A FIREST. Well, we'll hopefully we'll find higher res textures at some point, but like that's oh man. I don't know what to say. Like there's, I guess they never expected anyone to kind of sit down and look through all of it, if I'm being really honest, because we did kind of sit down and try to read it. Honestly, I'm just surprised that there was like a Linux command in one of their terminals, right? Because if y'all remember the laptop keyboard from earlier, like they deliberately did not have a Windows symbol on it, right? Like it had Control and then Alt, but the Windows key that was between the Control and the Alt wasn't there, which is kind of interesting.
Down the elevator shaft, Endman.
Whoa! Oh, hold up, hang on. That is okay. The camera's not letting me. Oh yeah, we're switch to camera. I want to see what's down here. Wait, what? Gravity is different. Y'all see that? That's the floor. I think that was the room we were just in. Actually, we were kind of looking at it from a window. That's wild. Switch to operator mode. I'm gonna walk around here. Okay, this is a hallway. I think one we've been in before. This one is another hallway. Okay. This one, oh, I think this might be one of the areas we were in earlier. What is this? All right, come on, camera. You're gonna let me look, right? You're gonna let me look, please? It's a column area. It has a stack. Oh, here we go. Whoa. Okay, they're letting us experience this. Okay, now we're really thinking with portals. This is actually kind of cool. I gotta say, like, I'm actually kind of, I wasn't expecting them to pull like a weird gravity kind of thing. You know, like a whole like like a whole portal slash like Titanfall 2 kind of thing. What the? Just dropped us off out here. That's really funny. Okay, all right, going in through the Azure Night. Whoa. Okay, we're in a. I think we're here. Oh wait, it opened. Okay. Okay, this is the area we went through earlier. Okay, now everything's just opening up. Okay, so I think the game was just gonna let us through regardless. Give me a sec. I'm gonna switch to camera mode. I want to see what's up here. Oh, okay. That's crazy because like in this mode you can't actually look up, but when you switch to camera mode you can actually look and see that there's one of the kind of workers earlier. You see the Azure Knight over there. Like this entire trellis thing too. That's crazy. Someone put in a lot of work here that like if you don't switch to camera mode you're never gonna see. That's wild. Maybe they were kind of expecting us to switch into camera mode though, because like this is kind of a cinematic thing. Well, regardless, I'm fascinated. I will say I'm somewhat fascinated by.
Already got used to it.
Is this what they call like a Dutch angle in like cinema or something, where it just like, where it kind of, oh no, the camera spin has to be something else. No, Dutch angle is something else. It's something about cinema where they do that. Let's see. Arizakfi in YouTube chat says a level designer watched Inception before work. Yeah, for sure. I remember watching Inception in like middle school, I think, as a middle school or high school, as a like, as like a sci-fi kind of study or something like that. I thought it was kind of fun. We were really talking about it and talking about like how some of this stuff. Oh, okay, they're using this room again. Okay, so this was the one that we looked up at earlier. That's interesting. Okay. Oh, she's doing stuff. Oh, here we are coming from the background. Let's see, why are they cheering? Question mark.
Endman, this meeting room was where we announced the birth of Sheer Knight.
Birth of Sheer Knight. Okay, that's crazy. All right, we're getting lore now. Let's see. So my options to select are, but that means I was around, right? Don't tell me I was also there.
You weren't at the science station. You were taking
right, because we don't remember this. That's really funny.
We notified you of the news at the first opportunity. You also congratulated us.
Oh. Bashful Endman emote.
We finally made our first
That's funny.
act. The crucial step has been taken. Plenty of ideas can finally be achieved.
Okay.
Yeah. Drone said she wanted to
Colleague
be
and
the hero
senior.
of the city.
Okay.
Look, what do you think of our first break?
That would take many more bricks.
We'll make them. This Sheer Knight just opened up opportunities.
It is I think I alluded to this in a couple other streams. I remember talking about how like I've like had similar experiences to like Strongfang, right? Like you like sometimes you like work on technology or like do some kind of innovation. It's just like kind of normal for you, right? But like people around you are like, wow, that's really cool, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's Tuesday for me. Obviously there's more context to that, but we are watching the story, and I'm like, I can get back into that if we want to talk about it, but like it's a but like I feel like I mentioned it before, so I think I think people are probably aware. But like, yeah, just
Okay, there'll be a plaza.
I'm kind of curious to see like what happens with Strongfang. Like, oh, that is so cute. and see like,
And it's a really
I mean, in a way, I'm kind of curious to see like how she went from like what happened to her to like and like, you know, like what kind of happened with her and like why like her personality is kind of a lot more reserved now and stuff like that, which I just find kind of interesting.
More Tiancha will continue our research.
Nice, nice, nice. I'm really glad that they're all like really nice to her. I will say that. Like that's just kind of a kind of a nice thing. Like not every situation like this, like, you know, has like a lot of nice people around. So, but I'm glad that they're like kind of generally supportive of her, and I appreciate that.
It's all there. Everything is now in Wuling.
All right, all right.
Time to
Oh,
leave.
okay.
Endman.
Time to leave. Okay, I'm gonna look. See this trellis up here. That's interesting. I think there should be stuff to look at. Yeah, we're gonna look at this. Okay, message to the administrator. Oh, okay, lore time. Dear administrator, we got some terrific news today. After years of work, we finally synthesized the novel material Shirenite successfully. Its performance metrics are well above our expectations. Shirenite is proof of the theoretical framework you proposed all those years ago. Just sharing this piece of joy with you. I'm also praying that your ongoing expedition is going smoothly as well. Sincerely, Wuling Science Station. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Oh, something else to view? Oh, this is the same one. Okay. This science station is so grand, though. Like, look at how much space there is that's just here. And it's like, I guess maybe you might do experiments out here, but like, it's really big. This is a very big area, and I find that kind of fun. All right, back to the present. I think we're heading into a fight. Maybe.
There's only a short distance.
Yeah, I think we're heading into a fight. Alright, well, I'm on controller right now, so, or sorry, I'm on mouse and keyboard right now. Here we go. Let's get that last hit in. Get a crush from Edmund right here. We're gonna wait for more enemies to come up. And, alright, Edmund, use your ultimate here. We're gonna stop that in its tracks. And dodge through here. Okay. Now's the time to switch over to Zhongfangyi's large form, the big form. I'm gonna start attacking. Here we go. Because now we have the little crunchy enemies right here. We'll start casting the beam. Here we go. Dodge that. The warp dodge is very convenient, I will say. Here we go. Alright. And I think we got all of them. Okay. Onward we go to the thing. Alright, let's go, let's go. To the rift, to the rift. Let's see, Arizocopy in YouTube chat said, sorry if I missed that earlier. The Tianchi in general seem to be really supportive of each other, even out in the rest of Wuling. Yeah, like, I'm really happy, like, how kind, like, the culture of Wuling is, actually. Like, it is, like, it's so full of, like, really kind people that I just, like, in a way, it's a little bit idealized, but, like, you know, I like that, right? Like, I like how kind everyone is. I like how much, like, character, like, all the characters have, too. Like, you know, how, like, a lot of people, especially in the Wuling area, are just, like, they're just, I feel like they're very, like, very kind by default. Like, you know, like a nice, like, kind of nice person, you know, like a decent upbringing and stuff like that. You know, like, they were raised well, I guess, or something. Like, whatever people say these days. Alright, let's see. Let's talk about tragedy. Right, we're entering the scroll here. Okay, light stuff. I'm going to assume we cannot walk that way, so find a way to exit the scroll.
The path to the monitoring station is upstairs. We must don proper blight protection to enter the monitoring station.
We need blight protection.
Through 3 authentication doors.
3 authentication doors? Oh my goodness. Okay. We are doing the Titanfall lab sequence. Oh my goodness. All right. And we are continuing here. I guess this is an airlock. Nope, not quite. Let me back out in the camera a little bit because I want to see a little more because the camera's getting locked into like close behind like this. Okay. Oh, the music's coming in too. Okay. All right. Kind of like this. Like, there's a lot of Expedition 33 influence that I see in this, and not gonna lie, I like that. I really like it because I like Expedition 33. But like the music has a lot of like similar, the music that was playing has a lot of like similar tonal characteristics, which I like. Okay. And we go. Okay, we switch to Edmund.
I can send you up there with Shiranite.
Okay. I think we just have to talk to her, or she's gonna do it. Oh! Oh, hello, Rock. Oh, right, because she has Zero Night powers the way we have Originium powers. We had an elevator this whole time. The elevator was the friends we made along the way. Alright, here we go. Let's find that core. It should be... I would imagine it's just center of mass. There we go. Yep. Just center of mass till you find it. Okay, there's another one right here.
Light eliminated.
Okay,
Let's keep going.
nice, nice. Let's do this thing. And... Vroom, vroom, vroom. Okay, we're going down this way. Let's go. I will say that the switching between like the platform and the narrative stuff is pretty interesting. It's a lot better here than like some of the kind of special events in like Valley 4 and like early Wuling. Actually, I actually kind of like, I don't want to say I love it because it's still a lot of like walking sim for a game like this, but for the purposes of storytelling, I will allow it or something. Oh my god, okay, everything's rotated! Alright, well. Oh, the music's coming in too, okay. Hope I don't get, like, copyrighted for this. I think it should be okay. Alright, down we go.
You're much faster this time.
No fall damage. Oh, this area's kind of hazy too. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. This is...
Send you up.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, she repeated that line. I'm gonna look around a little bit. Okay, game's not letting me look up. Oh, it's not letting me use the camera right now? Okay, alright, I see how it is. Moving. Up we go. Up we go, up we go. And... we're doing this again. Music's coming in. Very cool, very cool. Alright, there's one here. Alright. Perfect. Oh, they're just leaving the area.
Is now clean of the blight.
Oh, another portal. Let's go. Portal. Oh. These Zero Night blocks are kind of not in a straight wall. That's interesting. I guess the game kind of indicates that it's something that can move if it's a flat wall, huh? Alright. We're heading to the portal. Let's do the portal. Let's do the portal. We gotta get through this. We gotta get through this. Alright, I need my emotional support, Dino. We're doing this. Alright, Dino's in my lap again. Squishy. Hello, Dino. Ah, squishy Dino, squishy Dino, squishy Dino. Ah, Dino's the best. Okay. We're gonna pop through here. Oh, there's the lab again. Okay, I have to know if going back here inceptions us and takes us back to... Wait, hang on. Okay, we're going back around, see if that portal's still here, see if we can... Can I soft lock myself? Okay, not interactable this time. Alright. They considered that I would be stupid and try to soft lock myself. Alright, fine, fine. You win this time, devs! Yo, I can't believe the devs have started fixing all the bugs in the game. I'm like kind of mad about it. Because like, my whole deal has always been like, oh, well, I'm gonna try and glitch out of the game and shit. But but it's just not like... It's getting so much harder to do. They've been like really working on their geometry and other stuff, and it's like, oh man, I can't even use my physics objects. Look at this ladder. Like, is this ladder physical? Nope. You can still get out of it too. Okay. If there's a will, there's a way. Gonna try and... Okay, come on. Looking for a corner to get stuck in. Oh, never mind. Game's not gonna let us do that. Back to squishing Dino, I guess. Ah, Dino. Soft. Friend. Squishy. Oh, gifted kid burnout scene. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The admin will ask, Jean-Philippe what happened.
Time when I just learned that all
Oh my god!
seniors and peers had died in the accident. It all happened so quickly.
Oh my goodness.
They were filled with hope and ambition mere moments ago. every face was once so vivid and alive.
Ooh.
All of them were gone. Never to be seen again.
Oh my god, she's like, I was not expecting her to be so relatable. I mean, for those that don't know, like, you know, I've also had friends like die in like kind of wild situations that I've witnessed, so it's like kind of oh no, character arc, like similar character arc or something like that, so that's kind of funny. Yeah, Airsock Queen YouTube chat says, yeah, imagine having survivor's guilt on top of being the gifted child. Yeah, right, like people expect things of you, and then like, you know, people around you just die, and it's like not really the best way to kind of have to deal with stuff. Like I mean, at least for me, actually no, I don't even know if that was a good thing, but like I was like in college at the time, right, and like my roommate like got shot, so it was like and they did not live, to be very clear, but like I remember sharing some of the some similar like feelings and thoughts about how this about like kind of just like continuing. I do love that she's like talking to her past self though. You still have time and stuff like that. It's actually really interesting because in like therapy and stuff, right? Like sometimes you kind of like
Fear not.
like part of therapy is to like kind of unfreeze a lot of that stuff that's stuck in the past. And it's really interesting they're kind of touching upon that idea here to kind of like talk with your past self and stuff like that.
Somebody, please. What should I do?
Yeah, I've been there. Not gonna lie, I'm just looking at it. It's like, yeah, I've been there. Definitely been there. This is stirring up uncomfortable feelings inside of me.
Things were hard at the beginning, but you persevered.
Yeah, I think I understand now why she's so reserved. Oh my god, this whole sequence was to address her trauma. Okay, I understand now. I understand what's going on. This kind of makes sense now, why the sequence kind of started with, oh, let's see, it says, pear trees will blossom even upon the most blighted lands. Will you have faith in this vision? Interesting. Okay, and she says, I will. Okay, I understand with the sequence, because, you know, it started with, like, Jean Faggy, like, you know, doing the equivalent of, like, a jump, basically, so it's like, it is, in a way, I find this fascinating because they're giving the Jean Faggy of the past, right, the strength to continue, right? And, like, in a way, it's kind of Inception, but, like, again, like, I mentioned, like, you know, like, in some, like, modern therapy, like, mental health therapy, like, kind of involves, like, especially for, like, trauma survivors, right, like this. It's a lot of it is, like, kind of interacting with, like, a past self that is frozen like this. So, like, in a way, hang on, alright, I know I'm clocking the writer a bit here, but, like, I know this person's been through therapy. I know they've gone to therapy for something similar. Like they, or at least they know someone who's gone through something similar. Honestly, I think it's closer to they know someone because, like, there's still some, like, I don't want to say mistakes, but there's some, like, kind of differences and, like, kind of missing pieces, right? You know, because I was talking about, like, and, like, I mean, part of it is, like, you remember earlier, because I remember last, like, couple streams ago, we were talking about how Jean Faggy was, like, dealing with, a lot of survivor's guilt, right? Especially when she started visiting a lot of those, like, warriors that were in the hospital. You know, some of them, like, have become, like, permanently injured because of the recent, like, battle in the city, right? And stuff like that. And it kind of makes more sense now, even though, like, again, I think I mentioned I was, like, kind of not super happy with the way they kind of portrayed that character that just had her life ruined, right? Like, it was just, like, you know, like, they really did not, like you can't just do that and just walk away from it, right? Like, I find that, like, kind of not great writing, but it does kind of make sense in service of the idea that, like, Jean Faggy is, like, dealing with a lot of the kind of survivor's guilt and, like, kind of thinking about that and, like, you know, not really wanting to take a lot of that responsibility. And, like, you know, it's extremely valid, right, to, like, kind of not want to deal with that because, like, it's pretty heavy, right? It's pretty heavy, right? You know, like, when people you know die or get hurt, like, over and over, and, like, you can't do anything about it, like, especially if you've been through, like, an experience where, like, someone actually died, like, really violently or something like that, like she did, right? It's just or like I did, I guess, but like in that way it's kind of oh man, I get it, I get it. Though at minimum, sorry, I was putting Dino back, but though at minimum, like, you know, here, you're right. If I say I'm gonna jump, like, at least I'm joking about it, like, most of the time, so, you know.
Not what we saw was but a fragment of memories.
A fragment of memories, a moment that has long passed by.
Had long passed us by. Let's go. Endman.
Oh. Okay, now I really want her as a... I really want to pull her at some point, and get her as a character. One day.
We just leave her in this place? It's alright, Endman. Some pain is...
Ooh, I really like this line.
in the past.
It's alright, some pain is destined to be left in the past.
Decided to move along,
There's no need to turn back.
carrying their unfulfilled dreams.
I am feeling complicated emotions on this scene, which is to say I'm feeling something, which is pretty nice. Up the stairs we go. Camera's moving without me. All right, we're leaving the scroll. That was a pretty interesting way to portray it, right? Like, in a way, that laboratory was like what was in her mind, right? Like it was more about her, which in a way, like symbolically with the city, right? It's like how she we're gonna fight. It's like the way they did it. It kind of reminded me of the way that well, I mean, it made me realize like how heavily associated like Zhongfangyi is with like Wuling City, right? For like pieces of the city to like pieces of these rifts in the city to be like part of her own memory, right? That's like if that's not showing how important she is, that's pretty freaking cool. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna eat the damage here because I don't really know how to play her very well, so we're just gonna toss through that. All right, we were down. Let's see. Aristoc YouTube chat says, I'm hoping they do banner reruns. OG Arknights does them after a year, and I kind of regret missing Yvonne. Yeah. Pat. All right, here we go. Another fight. Let's bring it home. Let's go. Or we get a cutscene. All right, never mind. The magical girl transformation is so freaking cool, though. I gotta freaking say. Oh, that's so good. There's something about her being like this terrifying warrior on top of all of those character aspects, right? Like I feel like that's a I feel like that's just a very like interesting character writing, right? To have all these characters do different things. All right, here we go. Let's fight.
Encounter the ether energy up ahead.
So we're just gonna move up. This is pretty cool.
Behind the shield.
She says try to stay behind the shield. I'm sprinting literally as fast as I can up against the shield. And like... oh, here we go. Wow, that is a set piece. Oh, okay, we gotta fight now. We gotta fight. Oh, okay. Alright, hang on. It's just me then. Here we go. Dodge. We're gonna solo this. Alright. Oh, the game's actually giving us a kind of hard fight. Let's do this. Alright. We're picking up ultimate pretty quickly though. Dodge. Wait, press R. Oh, okay. Press R to use Zhongfei's attack. All right, we got this. We can do this. Get a last strike here. Dodge that. Mouse and keyboard does let me whip the camera around a lot more. Okay, we'll come back. Let's go. We got this. This is extremely cool. Oh, camera's not letting me turn back. Oh, okay, yeah, camera's forcing me to be forward. All right, okay. Health came back up a little bit. Okay, I see a little guy here. I'm trying to dodge them. Okay, I'm surrounded. Okay. Okay, all right. Use that attack. There we go. So I'm trying to... pressing the wrong button. Just give me a second. Okay. Okay, all right. Here we go. Get Zhong's attack on here. We're gonna do an ultimate, see if we can just clear out the area in front of us. Okay. Alright, we're just gonna start casting these in a row and just try to take these guys out. Here we go. There we go. I think that should be last of them. Alright, onward we go.
I
Stabilizing the rift, I think. That's the goal. Ah, the camera! God! The camera is my enemy. Okay. Alright, big guys, big guys, big guys. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Dodging. We're gonna activate her attack and heals her here. Okay, there's a big guy right here. Dodge through here. Dodge, dodge. As much. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're gonna do ultimate again. Okay, it seems like the game's just gonna give us ultimates. So let's bring that down. I'm getting used to this. I'm getting used to this, but I have to. I'm not used to pressing R in combat in this game, right? Like, cast the ultimate one more time. Let's do that. All right, we got little guys in the chat. Sorry, not in the chat. The little guys up in front of us. Sorry, I wasn't talking about y'all. Okay, here we go. All right, backing out of here. Try and bring down this side, this flank right here. Cut through on this side. And the last hit, dodge, dodge. Attack here. Clean, clean. All right, this is where we use the beam for a second here. We cut through those guys. Through here, dodge. Nice. And we have an ultimate right here. We'll try to get everyone in front of us. Nice, nice hit, nice hit. Clean that out that spot right there. I think. Oh, there's more guys coming. Okay, we just gotta stay alive then. This is a very flashy fight, but the camera is not my friend right now. Okay, dodge. I think should be it. Oh, she is being the hero right now. That is pretty cool. Okay, that sequence was really cool, I gotta say. Even with the camera stuff, it was very cool. Made me very happy. Very happy. Wow, okay. That's cool. Oh, they cooked with this. Absolutely cooking.
I must remain strong.
Oh, with the power of teamwork! This is magical girl as fuck, by the way. You don't understand. Extremely magical girl. Like, you combine the beams together, it beat the portal, right? Like, isn't that... That's so magical, girl. I love this. I adore that. Oh, that was so cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. That was so cool. Yeah, I was saying they did a decent job in this section. I will say. There were some parts I did not like, but I did like the vast majority of it. And I think spending time with Shaw fighting very cool. Let's see. Let's see. Arizok YouTube chat says, the power of teamwork in a massive pillar of Cancer Rock. Lamau. True. That's so true.
Why?
Let's see. The admin has thanked Shaw fighting. It's like, okay, my options to select are option 1, because you persevered for 10 years, and option 2, you never gave up even after all these years. Yeah, thank you for never giving up.
Knowing that while I slept, many continued to forge on and stayed true to the path. Though I woke without any memories, seeing you and everyone who persisted, my fears would subside.
So you can feel fear as well.
I do like that this is like kind of
Yes,
character moment-y.
I fear that those
Like we're learning more about the administrator too, which is very cool.
will end up leaving. Tian Shizhuang, tell me, will you leave me?
Tianxi, will you let me be your Oshi forever?
I promise you. I won't leave that easily.
That's kind of funny. Oh.
The rift has stabilized. The light of the Marker Stone Flats should be back on. Let's head back together.
Nice. That's very cool. Okay, they think we got through that story sequence. That was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I'm still kind of processing it. That's why I'm like kind of not being very descriptive in my thoughts on it. But like I liked it. I thought it was very interesting, kind of character exploration on top of a few other things. Arizona compute in YouTube Justice thing. Other way around, admin is Fangi Soshi. Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, like I when I was saying that in the perspective of like, oh, Jean-Fa, will you be my Oshi forever? I might have worded it wrong, so my bad. Let's see. Yeah, Arizona says, imagine your Oshi's asking you to be with them forever. Yeah, needy streamer overload mode. What? Did I see that right? Just picking up Tog. Adorable.
Endman, we have been running around all day. I imagine you are exhausted. Shall I see you back so you can rest?
It's so cute. Alright, well, I mean, the options are saying you're not tired, so I picked one.
Then, shall we walk a little more together?
Oh, this is so cute. This is so cute. This is so cute. It's so cute. My Yuri shipping heart, y'all. It's like, this is so good. The Yuri potential. The fanfic Yuri potential. It's so strong. Hello, bottle. Okay.
Bamboo brew.
What is it?
It was made by the science station team back then, and I brought it along. Since my seniors are no longer around, I don't know who to share this with. And so,
oh my god.
I never opened it.
This... Oh, this is bringing it home. This is bringing it home. I'll talk about it in a bit, but oh my goodness.
An old friend coming to visit. Such a moment calls for a drink.
Oh man, that's... Yeah, like... Mementos of the people that have, like, died are, like... That's so, like, special, you know? Like, I feel that's kind of what makes the scene kind of special. Also, like, it's because... And the thing is, they put this scene, like, after you return to the city. And, like, that just makes it more real. That part of the writing is actually really good. But, like, I really like the way that, that they're kind of bringing that up, you know? Like, if you, like, especially around, like, people... Like, you know, if you've, like, been in a situation where, like, people, like, kind of, you know, like, someone close to you, like, kind of loses their life in, like, possibly even, like, a violent way, right? It's, like, it's so interesting because it's, like, you know, like, you end up holding on to the mementos of, like, those people, right? For the longest time, I held on to, like, a really, like, tattered, like, towel that my friend, like, gave me, right? Like, because I was going through, like, a really bad time, right? Like, you know, like, and this was, like, with this friend, like, you know, like, I had, like, you know, I had been, like, kind of, you know, my parents had, like, kicked me out and shit, right? Like, and I'd been, like, kind of on my own, like, I was living in the college dorm, right? And I just, like, didn't have a towel, right? And, like, this friend gave it to me. And I was like, no, I can't take this. Like, I have to freaking, I have to freaking, like, you know, like, I can't take it without, like, giving anything back to you. And they were like, no, just take it. Like, you need the towel, so just take it, right? But, like, ever since they died, like, I remember, like, it was like I kept that towel for years, even though it was like a ratty towel that I just couldn't use anymore, right? And it was a really, really big moment for me to be able to kind of let it go, right? Because, you know, it didn't have any purpose anymore. My friend is gone, right? And, like, you know, they'll be with me, right? Here, or maybe if maybe if the YouTube algorithm shows me a body cam footage of the incident, maybe I'll see them again, right? But, like, that's kind of it, right? That's like the only time that I'm ever gonna, like, ever be able to kind of see them again, right? And, like, you know, we have a lot of common friends, so we still kind of talk about it sometimes, like, very, very rarely, right? But, like, you know, a lot of us have been able to kind of move on from that situation, I think. But, you know, I definitely kept a lot of those things a lot longer. And, like, you know, I remember like a Bluetooth speaker too, dude. Like a Bluetooth speaker. I remember kind of it was weird because it was left in the apartment, right? Like my friend's parents, like their parents came and grabbed all their stuff, right? but like left some of the stuff in the common area, and like that Bluetooth speaker was left. And I remember like someone who like kind of moved into that like apartment later was like they asked me, hey Scarlett, can I like, do you mind if I take that Bluetooth speaker? I know you were close with this person, right? Like I know you were super close with this person, and like I really like I wanted to check with you, right? Because you know, I know you and that person like, you know, hung out late nights in that living room listening to music together and talking about music, right? But now they're gone, but the speaker's still in the room and their parents never took it, right? So it's like, and it was like, I didn't even know how to answer that question, right? It was like, it was just in that room. I hadn't lived there in like months, right? And it was like, oh, I mean, I guess so, yeah. I mean, like, it's an old Bluetooth speaker, right? And like, that was also another thing I kind of had to let go of, right? It was another thing. One of the things I really like, there was another kind of memento from that situation, right? Where I remember like a few days before they died, right? Like we were talking about the music and stuff, right? And I was like, yeah, I'll get a ukulele. So I like ordered like a ukulele, right? And we were gonna mess with it and play together and like do stuff like that, right? And like, you know, do music things, right? Because that was like part of our friendship, like one of the big ideas of our friendship, right? Or like not a big idea, but like it was one of the big like things that was like a part of our friendship that we shared, right? And I remember them dying, right? And the ukulele shows up like 3 days later, and it's like they never got to see it, right? Like they never got to see it, right? We all the plans we had made, right, to do music things together and like talk about it, kind of hang out about it, just didn't happen. Never happened, right? Like it was like a hard stop to the end of that to the end of that story, I guess. I remember. Actually, hang on. Give me a sec. I think I actually have the ukulele. If you give me like a minute, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna show it to y'all. This memento, right? This very special thing. I'll be right back. Okay, all right, hang on, I'm back. I didn't think I'd find it that easily, but it was just kind of sitting in the thing because I took it with me, right? Because you know I'm hanging out like my friend's parents' place, but like I took it with me, right? But like I have it right here. I have it right here. So let's have a look, I guess. Unboxing, VTuber unboxing time, right? But yeah, I remember oh yeah. See, I remember like kind of decorating it and stuff. Like, okay, I'm gonna move the mic a little bit so we can actually kind of talk about this. But like I remember like kind of, oh, the mic flipped now. But I remember I remember like kind of decorating it and stuff, right? And like we and like, you know, like just a few more things and kind of thinking about how like what I was gonna do with it, right? Because like, you know, like part of the plan of owning it was like involved my friend that died really super violently, right? So it's like, well, now I have really complicated feelings about it, right? And I bumped the wall with it. I don't know, I didn't touch it for like weeks. I didn't touch it, and eventually I kind of just came to the conclusion like, okay, well, we can memorialize it or something, right? Like their name is written on it somewhere that I didn't show because that's why I didn't show it. This is why I didn't rotate it, by the way. But you know, it was a, oh sorry, my whole tracking disappeared because I was putting it down. But like I like one of those things about it was just like I really like wanted to, you know, remember them, right? Remember my friend and stuff like that. And like it just, I don't know, it makes me sad to think about, right? Like I'm working on it. I'm kind of getting used to it, right? Like honestly, this is gonna sound so fucked, but like, you know, maybe just buy another ukulele, right? Get another one, right? Because you know, like it has memories attached to it, right? That just aren't pleasant. But in a way, it's kind of a memento. It's like every time I play it, I think about my friend's stuff, right? So like, you know, if y'all ever hear me do like a music cover with the ukulele, you know, it's the dead friend ukulele, which is kind of messed up if I'm being really honest. But also kind of funny, right? In a way. But it's complicated feelings all around, I will say, about stuff like that. And like, I really think the way the story did it here kind of helped bring it in a little bit, which I just thought was nice. Okay. All right, let's see. Oh my god, okay. All right, do I read the brain rot? Y'all, should I read the brain rot? Do I read the brain rot? Okay, all right, hang on. I'm gonna. Okay, I'll go backwards up chat. Let's see. Sumi says, it's nice to have mementos though. I have some from everything. Yeah, for sure. And like for me, like I really like some of them. I've learned to let go instead of trying to keep everything. Right? Like for me, it's like if I keep everything, like like that ratty towel isn't gonna freaking happen, right? I like what I really want was like their the note that they made like before they died, right? So like it was sort of planned, I guess, on their part. Sort of, like I say sort of because everything went wrong and they still ended up like dying, right? But like there was some like notation that they had made about like towards people and like other things, right? And like notes stuff, and like I really wish I'd seen it, but like the cops took it so I don't have it, right? Like I wanted to see it, but I never got to see it, and like I really want that closure, but I think I'm never gonna get it, right? Like maybe I'll get lucky, right? Maybe I'll be able to like contact like that police department, or like or maybe like the state like investigation bureau got involved, so they might have taken it too, right? But like I'm probably never gonna get that closure because they probably talked about me in it, right? And they probably said something to me in it, but I'm never gonna know because they just got up and fucking died, right? But like I hate it. Like I don't want to say the because I don't want the channel, or like I don't want like the stream to get taken out, but like the S note, right? Like the note that people sometimes make before they like intend to jump or stuff like that, right? Like I hate that I have to be censored about this, but like the like like it's like their last thing, right? They made like several of them too towards like different people and different groups of people, and I was in one of those groups, right? And it's like I never got to freaking see it, right? Like I never got to freaking see it. I don't think anyone did, right? Because the police just came and took them. And that's just like maybe their parents have it, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, their parents might actually have the notes, but like, it's I don't know how to explain it. It's just oh man, dude, like I wanted to know, right? There was like but I'll probably never get to know, and like I kind of just have to live with that, and that it's frustrating, but it's reality, right? It's reality. Oh my god, I remember this time when I had a friend that like this is a different friend. This is a completely different friend. Like she like tried to all right, like TW, I guess, for like again all the S stuff, but like she tried to OD to jump, right? Like she tried to OD to do it, and it was like, oh my god, right? Like but I like she eventually, and like I feel very lucky because like she almost like did it in like the room of the house that I was staying in, and like I never would have known, right? I probably would have just found her dead at some point, but she kind of backed out, right? She found me and was like, hey, I really need some help right now, and I was like, okay, and like I eventually like I kind of, because I didn't know what was going on yet. I was talking to her, and she was telling me like, oh, like I took a bunch of acetaminophen, right? And I was like, how much did you take? And she told me she took the whole bottle, like a whole like 100 of them, right? And at that point it was like, okay, just stay calm. And she's like, I want to go to an urgent care, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll do it. And I call one of my friends, right, because I couldn't take her on the motorcycle, right? So I call one of my friends, and my friend comes to the car, we put her in the car, we take her to the urgent care, and the urgent care's like, okay, no, you have to go to the ER, right, like right now. And it's like, okay, all right. So so me and my friend just grab her, and she's like really apologetic with him. She's like, no, just leave me here. Like, so I remember we dropped her at the urgent care. She's like, all right, just leave me here. Like, cause she's like dealing with a lot of like that embarrassment and other stuff, right? And it was like, no, I'm gonna stay with you until I know that you are gonna get help, right? Until I see you go into the room, right? Like go see the doctor or something like that, right? So they can help you, right? And like I was so glad I stayed, because she might have just passed like there, right? Like in that urgent care, right? And like I know that like she probably had time because it was Tylenol, right? But like it was really scary, and I remember just being like, okay, like I remember my friend in the car, right? And this is the same best friend, right? That's like a trucker now, but like we were in the car and we were like, okay, we gotta stay here. And so like I went back in with her, and that was when they started saying, you gotta go to the emergency room. So like, and she was like, oh, and I just like, I took her, I was like, all right, we're taking you to the emergency room, we're gonna do it. So we took her to the emergency room. And it was really stressful the entire time, but like, you know, like I was worried she was just going to pass out and like OD, right? Even though like I knew that based on those medications that wasn't likely the case, right? Because I know a decent amount about medications and stuff. But like I remember taking my friend, like my friend driving, right? And I was just talking to this girl the entire time, right? Like the hospital was like 20 minutes away, right? And it was like I was just talking to her, trying to keep her conscious, right? And it was like, you know, just you know, and we just talked about normal things, right? I like that's the worst part, right? When someone in front of you might just keel over and die, and you're talking to them normally because, you know, my training kicked in, right? Like I have a lot of training in like medical and like first aid stuff, right? You know, like and I've only had to use it a few times, right? Like, you know, when someone like had a seizure in like the IT department I was working at, right? And like we like, you know, had to like, you know, secure him and then make sure that he was okay because he like kept trying to get up and was injuring himself and stuff like that, and that was pretty scary too, right? But like I remember like it. Okay, I'm gonna like a very side tangent, but I kind of hate it that a lot of people in my life like come to me when it's time for medical care, right? Like if it's a medical emergency, and like they don't know where to go, sometimes they'll message me, and oftentimes it'll be just call 911, dude. But like, you know, like it. But like, you know, if something is happening in front of me, right? Like people kind of look to me sometimes to like administer medical aid, and it's like, you know, just because I'm trained in it, right? I feel so responsible, right? Because it's like, you know, like when me and my friend were taking that person who had like taken all that Tylenol into the car, like Tylenol, like, and we were in the car, we were taking her to the ER, right? Like I was just talking to her, trying to keep her calm, right? Keep her calm, right? Because if you keep calm, the metabolism doesn't go as fast, right? Like metabolism doesn't go as fast, hopefully, and like, you know, they don't have problems. So like we just talked about normal things for 20 minutes, or we talked about how her day was and other stuff like that, right? And like I was trying my best to not freaking panic actually while we were talking about how her day has been, and like other stuff, and like what kind of things like that. And like I didn't ask her anything about like the meds that she took, right? Like there's no point, right? There's no point. So we just talked about things, kind of like made small talk, made sure she was okay, right? And like then, you know, we were drop her off the hospital. I made sure she got in and got checked in, right? And then like they took her back like immediately, right? And they, you know, they were able to pump out all the medications and stuff like that. We got her early enough, right? But like, you know, if she had waited another hour for talking to me, she'd probably be dead. Like I don't know how to fucking say that, right? Like it was really scary. It was really scary. And her mom showed up. I talked to her mom a little bit, right? She got transferred to a mental health facility for like weeks. I remember that. And I remember me and my friend like kind of grabbing stuff from her room to bring to the mental health facility for her, which was nice. And here's the thing, right? I found a note. This is gonna be really messed up, so trigger warning, right? But I found a note in her room, right? Like just taped on the door, right? She was planning to just lock her door, right? And the note said, just stay there, everything's gonna be okay, or something like that. And that was like one of the most disturbing things I've ever fucking seen, dude. Like, oh, she was really committed to jumping here, right? She was really committed, right? Like that note. And like she didn't even leave like an S note for her family or stuff like that, right? But like but that note right there, it was like just taped to the door. It was just one sentence of like, you know, just stay here and perish, right? And it was like, okay. I didn't really want to make changes to her room, but I took down that note from the door and I threw it away. Because like I didn't want her coming back and seeing that, right? To see like what she kind of committed to at the time, right? And then I went and like, you know, grabbed her clothes and stuff for her, and it was like, okay, all right, well, yeah, that was, but yeah, like it was, you know, notes like that when people start thinking they're approaching EOL are just kind of, you know, not the best, right? Not the best. Thank you for thank you for the deem scared ass. I will hydrate because we've been storytelling a little bit. Thank you for the hydrate. I swear I'll like deal with putting it in Twitch normally at some point, but I'm so inundated with a lot of other stuff. All right, I'm gonna catch up on chat. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, hello to Brooke the Skeleton in YouTube chat. Brooke the Skeleton says, I'm gonna watch you now while my friend is pondering and debating whether to ship the thesis and the symbol grounding problem. Your voice is so soothing. Thank you. I'm glad you find my voice soothing, even though I'm talking about some really messed up stuff. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Okay, Scared As says stretch. Okay, I'm gonna finish drinking my water and then I'll stretch. Okay. Okay. All right. Time to stretch. I'm stretching. All right. Everyone, stretch with me. Arms above the head. You know, we're gonna hold it for 10. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Oh, that was a good stretch. That was a good stretch. I'm gonna rotate, stretch my back and hips a little bit. Stretch those. Oh, that was good. That was good. And stretch my shoulders, bring my shoulders back and forth. All right. All right. I hope everyone. All right. Hope everyone got a good stretch. Everybody was stretching. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna read back up through the messages now. Let's see. Sumi in Twitch chat said, I've only used my mediocre medical training 3 times. It was as a lifeguard. Yeah. For sure. Like, dude, like, you get the medical training, but like, you never know how you're gonna react when an emergency actually happens, right? Like I guess I'm lucky that I can keep a cool head under a lot of situations like that, right? Like, well, like when that guy was having having a seizure in the IT department thing that I kind of mentioned earlier, right? Like, you know, like I realized that no one knew what to do because I was expecting, because I was an assistant at the time, but I was expecting like one of the I want to say adults, but they're not adults, like one of the pros, right, to like know what to do, but they didn't, right? And it was like, okay, this person is like having a seizure, right? They're seizing on the ground, but they're trying to get up, and like, you know, they're having like erratic movements, and like they're struggling to control their body, right? And it was like, okay, this is kind of scary, and like, okay, but and like, you know, the thing is like, I think y'all might know, but like if you like have if you have like, see me in Twitch that said 2 CPRs and 1 AED. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. I hope those people made it. But yeah, dude, like that's rough. But yeah, like the guy that was having a seizure in that IT department, man, like he was like kind of on the ground, but he kept getting up, and I remember him like getting up and just falling and hitting his head like on the table. Right? There was like blood started coming out and everything, and I was like, okay. And like you know, at that point it was like, okay, I have to take charge of the situation. This person might get permanently injured from this. So I was like, okay. So and there were like a few other people, and I was like, hey, come with me, y'all. We're gonna like try and restrain this person like very gently, right? Like and just make sure they don't hurt themselves, right? And like we very gently kind of restrained him so that he like would not like get up and hurt himself more, because he was already bleeding, right? And I remember kind of just like, you know, like gentle pressure on the chest, right? And just kind of like eye contact, right? Just kind of interacting. And like I knew that he was going to have trouble communicating with me, because that was like part of the thing. Like, this part of the thing is how seizures work, right? But I like a very soothing voice, right? Just kind of look him in the eyes, kind of talk to him like, hey, you know, everything's gonna be okay, help is coming, right? And I directed one of the others to like go and like start calling 911, right? Like we needed some help right here, because we kind of just kept him steady there for like the 10 minutes it took for the EMTs to arrive, right? To like, because you know, we were just stabilizing him, right? We couldn't do anything else, because like, you know, we didn't have any medical equipment, right? There's nothing we could do. And like it looked drug induced, and I was pretty sure that's what it was, just based on what I knew about him. But like it was scary throughout, because I didn't want him to hurt himself, right? And like, you know, luckily he wasn't like convulsing in a way where like he was like in danger of biting his tongue, so we didn't have to like put anything in his mouth or anything like that. But like, you know, like it was like, you know, I was trying to like, you know, kind of just keep an eye on him, right? You know, like kind of talk to him, keep him calm, right? Like, you know, hey dude, everything's gonna be okay, right? Everything's gonna be okay, help is coming. And you know, just kind of repeat that. And honestly, I think it was really traumatic for everyone else, like probably a lot more for me, right? Because they were the ones that were kind of like, okay, helping you know, like not fully restrained, but just kind of like, you know, hold him in place, right? So he wouldn't like get up, because he was like having like spasms and stuff where he was like, his legs were hitting the tables and stuff, and I was like, I was so worried he was gonna break his legs, dude. Like that was really scary. And like, oh my god, like, but the EMTs arrived, they got him, and it was like, okay, all right, we're good. And then I went back to doing IT stuff, right? It was really funny, because everyone else there like was like, okay, I think I might need to take off for the rest of the day. That was really stressful. But I went back to the front desk, because I was like, normal Tuesday for me. But I didn't realize how big of a deal it was until my boss's boss like called me up to his office. I was like, yeah, am I in trouble, dude? And he's like, no, dude, like thank you for what you did, like for helping the guy, right? Like, you know, like thank you for like kind of, you know, taking charge of the situation and making sure that like he didn't get hurt more than he could, right? And like kind of minimizing the harm that could have happened to him. And it was like, yeah, I guess, I mean, it's just my training, dude. It's just my training. But yeah, I was a little bit proud, right? You know, like that we were able to help him and stuff like that, right? And like in a way, I'm also proud of that time we were like able to get that friend to the hospital in time, right? Like me and my other friend. But like, you know, like both times I feel like people were like, you know, like, hey, thank you for your leadership. And I'm like, dude, I'm just telling people what to do because they don't know, right? I'm just helping them, right? That's all there is to it. We just have to help the person in front of us. But like, you know, I don't really know how to explain it. It's complicated. It's complicated because, like, again, like for me, that just feels like a normal Tuesday because, you know, I've been through a lot of stuff in my life, right? Like someone having a seizure doesn't faze me, right? Like someone doing a attempt to jump does not faze me, right? Like it's, you know, it's the classic de-escalation, right? Like, you know, de-escalate, you know, if needed, right? You know, talk, gain thing to make, you know, to make necessary thing, you know, stabilize them, right? Take them to care as needed, right? And like, you know, minimize harm and stuff like that. And it was just like, but like, oh my god, dude, like some of these times I've had help people just been wild. Right? It's just like, and like I know a lot of people just aren't used to it, so it's like, in a way, like, you know, I guess I can appreciate the thanks that I've received, but like, you know, but at the same time, I'm just like, I people like, you know, it just happens. This stuff just happens, right? You know, like I really, like, me personally, I feel like everyone should have like some modicum of medical training, but it's so like, I did not realize that most people do not know how to do CPR, right? Like I or like the Heimlich, or like, you know, stabilizing a seizure, or, you know, or just allowing it to happen, right? Or, you know, what to do in a like a jumping attempt, right? And like how to treat those things, and like how to make sure people get care, right? Or like even just like staying calm enough to call 911 about it, like the medical emergencies and stuff, right? And it's just, it's wild to me. It really is just wild to me. I really do hope that, like, you know, like, I hope I don't have to deal with it, right? Anymore. And like, I haven't really had an incident where, like, I mean, really it's been me that's been having the health problems and the health emergencies lately. So like, I guess how the turns have tabled or something like that. But dude, I remember that, oh man, that was just wild. Okay, let's see. Okay, Simi Interest Chat said, my CPRs and AED lived good. Simi also says, I also jumped into water a handful of times for retrieving people. Yeah. Thank you for your lifeguard work, dude. Simi says, I remember working a whole a sale place and then helping a dude out who passed on the floor at the food center and cracked his head on the floor, tossed on gloves and grabbed stuff to wrap his head since this was all I could really do. No boss said anything to me besides, can you mop his blood? Yeah, dude, like, yeah, like, the guy that had, like, that had the seizure and, like, kind of hit himself and, like, kind of bled places, like, I remember, like, cleaning his blood off of me, actually, because, some of it got on me, and, like, it was actually a big deal because, apparently some of the workplace policy was, like, you know, like, hey, we have to, like, be careful, like, biocontaminants and stuff like that, and I was like, well, my skin's not broken, so I'm okay, but, yeah, I remember cleaning some of his blood off of me, and I remember, like, cleaning some of his blood off the tables and stuff like that, and it was like, well, I mean, it's just head blood, you know, like, people, like, bleed a lot from their faces, actually, like, if you, like, get a cut on your face, apparently you just bleed a lot, and I've had that happen, too, like, one time I fell and hit my chin on a curb, and I just bled everywhere, it was really funny. Okay, that was actually not really funny, but, like, I remember, like, just bleeding, and I remember, like, you know, it's scabbed and scarred over, but, like, I remember bleeding a lot, and it was, like, and, like, to me, again, right, like, it was, like, oh, normal blood, right, but, like, everyone was freaking the fuck out, dude, and I was like, yeah, whatever, but, like, you know, it's just how it is. Sometimes that's just how it is. Okay, I'm gonna go back and, oh, okay, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go back and read some of the earlier messages. Sumi was talking about, yeah, it was nice to have mementos. I still have some for my brother. I still have his notebook filled with his art and his stuff. Yeah. And, like, I haven't, seen my friend's note. He left a really normal message about our D&D session before he went. Our other friend, his roommate found him, said, oh, dang, yeah, oof. Let's see, okay, Aristocracy says, pulling out your grandpa's 100-year age bourbon to share. Yeah, for real. We're still talking about, like, the scene up here. Okay, and alright, I think we're caught back up because now we've reached the brain rot message. Alright, I'm gonna read, I'm about to read the brain rot message that was announced. Okay, so Sumi in, Twitch chat, let's see, now, like, 30 minutes ago probably said, Chad, sobbing face, angry face, ooh, whoa, sobbing face, praying emoji. Is that my glorious mistress, Kami Oshi, Princess Scarlet, Ojo, Mama, Sama, question mark, exclamation point, question mark, exclamation point? Okay, emoji I can't read, heart emoji, crown emoji I can't read, sparkling emoji, I'm Doki maxing in all caps, exclamation point, throbbing heart emoji, praying emoji, the perfect overseer has arrived, clipboard emoji I can't read, gear emoji I can't read, sparkles emoji. There, that kind of hurt, not gonna lie. That actually kind of hurt to read. I'm sorry to that person who said earlier, like, oh, well, your voice is relaxing. I'm so sorry. I had to read that curse thing. Just have to. Okay, Arizok in YouTube chat says, thank you for warning so I can mute instead of cutting off my ears again. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that last time, dude. Sometimes the bit, you gotta have to go. Hello, Laugh at the YouTube chat. Says, I'm gonna use that as an alarm. What, to wake up in the morning? Look, if you want to clip that and use that as an alarm, I won't stop you. But also, that's hilarious. That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. We continue the plot now. So the Edmund just drank that 100... I don't know if it's a 100-year-old bourbon. It's probably like 30 or 40 years old, but like it's some brew, right? It's got some real brew. The options are... And what is this taste? I never expected this. I'm gonna pick the coffee because it's funny.
To save resources, we fermented leftovers and scraps from the agro lab. Taste wasn't on the agenda.
Taste wasn't on the agenda? Did she save that?
But
that's so funny, you know, like, and this is what I was saying, right? You kind of just, like, you start saving stuff that you're, like,
fond of.
Like, it doesn't, that seems inconsequential, right? From, like, people who passed away, right? And I just find that fun. Okay, Brooke the Skeleton in YouTube chat says, you purposely torture yourself just to wake up with WTF, that's cray, yeah.
Flavors from the past.
Honestly, it's funny, though, it's funny. I know my best friend, like, she, like, sets her alarm really loud, and, like, and she sets her phone on the table. So when the alarm happens, she gets up, right? She gets up. Like, I know this because she's told me. She gets up, goes to turn off the alarm, and then gets back in bed. Instead of just, like, you know, pulling up the alarm for thing. I was like, girl, that just means you need to sleep more. It was really funny. Oh my god, Laughing in YouTube chat says, that's the point, you wake up easily when you traumatize yourself. Okay, I don't think that's healthy though. I'm pretty sure that's not healthy. I used to like do that and then I was like, wait, hang on. If I wake up like that, I'll just be anxious for the whole day. That's really bad for my anxiety. But like, you know, I get it. Like, if you have to be up though, like that's kind of a reason. Dude, there are moments in my life where I remember just waking up, just being super anxious, and it's like, oh man, maybe not the best idea to do things with, but you know, to each their own, and like, you know, I hope your anxiety, like, I hope it doesn't make anxiety worse and stuff like that. I will say, not to project, of course. Like, you know, it's up to you. your own thing. Let's see. Aristotle YouTube chat says, scratch Grandpa's bourbon. That's your workman's bootleg moonshine. Yeah. Honestly, that kind of is what it is, though. Like, actually accurate. Okay, Brooke the Skeleton in YouTube chat says, nah, that's the point. It's gonna be his anime opening or some shit. Fuck, dude. Oh my god. Let's see. Sumi in Twitch chat says, I hate how my family dealt with my grandpa stuff after my grandma went. They also had all his World War II stuff, and now half of them are lost. Oh man, bro. Oh man. Yeah, divvying up the leftovers when someone passes away is just, that's crazy, dude. It's crazy. That's crazy. Alright, let's see. Oh my god, the options are, I guess I'll have another shot and flavors the past. Alright, we're taking shots. Shots. Let's see, Laughing and YouTube chat says, I have given up on sleeping and waking up, not gonna lie, now I sleep at 1 p.m. Alright. Yeah, messed up sleep schedules for all of us. Let's go. Let's go.
Anything peculiar?
Let's see. Oh, okay. So the options are, option 1 starts out bitter and slowly gives way to sweetness, and 2 is a complex mash that's numbing to the tongue. I'll be favorable and pick the first one. We'll pick the first one.
That's right. Flavors of the past. Time truly flies.
Hey, at least the music looped well. I know we talked through a bunch of it.
Realized a whole decade in Wuling has slipped by.
Okay, so it's been a decade then. So that means last time Edmund was here was a decade ago. That is good information to know. Very low relevant. Let's see. So my dialogue options are, Tianqi's wrong, will you stay at Wuling? And the options are, the other one is Tianqi's wrong, will you leave Wuling? I mean, obviously I think she'll stay, right? Like, it's kind of the deal, right? Question, stay. I assume you're staying.
Endman. Wuling has become a part of me.
That's symbolic, given that those
No
portals earlier
matter
were from
what
labs
the
where she
future
was in, right?
holds.
Those are like her core memories being
Even
part
if
of the
fate
rift area,
forces me to leave,
which is really cool.
my path will always lead me back here.
Oh.
But rest assured, Wuling and I will always be with you. We are united by the same cause.
Oh, that's so good. The little smile.
It would be my great honor to walk the same path with you, Endman.
Oh. Oh, that's precious, yo. That's so precious. Oh man. Okay, Luffin in YouTube chat says, you'll love the 1.4 patch story. Alright, alright. I'm excited. Pretty hype, pretty hype. Pretty freaking hype. Alright, recording has ended, as in, like, the game ended the chapter. Alright, we have acquired items. Let's go. Oh, dropped us next to an item, too. Let's go. Oh, research thing. Finally. Grab this. Air does not compute. YouTube chat says, blushing foggy my heart again. Yeah, for real, dude, for real. Omer in YouTube chat says, you were finishing 1.2 story now. 1.3 has Mifu and it's pretty short. Got it. Alright, thank you. Thank you for that information. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and read message. And I think... I wonder if you have time. There's something you need help with during battle. At Markerstone, Ardashir has destroyed many buildings and facilities. Our Tianchi are busy repairing the damages, but we're still woefully short on people. Can you visit the Markerstone and see if they need help? Of course. And I think I'll go ahead and read all these messages here, see which of these might be story related, because I think this Mifu one might be, but we'll find out. At minimum, we'll have character moments. Okay, Lafen in YouTube chat says it's quite long though. Okay. Let's see. And okay, I'm gonna keep reading the Baker messages. Tianchi Shimo is in charge of directing Markerstone repairs, so you can approach him for relevant inquiries. We also have Yinglung's patrolling the interiors. They will offer assistance should any be required. Just a little side note, Tianchi Shimo is the easiest person to get along with and maybe a little blunt with his words. Please try to accommodate his quirks. Okay. Okay, the replies, he seemed nice last time. Well, some virtues do take a while to reveal themselves. In any case, once the dust settles, I'll set aside time to thank you properly. Just doing our job. Okay. And let's go ahead and... Okay. Mifu's message, need you by the main pillar now. My informant called something happened to the boss. To Tieshizong. Okay. This one looks like it'll be a side mission. What is this? Hi, Endman. Is this your Baker account? I wonder if you can visit the Bureau of Swordmasters. Fangi said I could ask you for help with the route of Hongshan Swordmasters. Important, I'll be there. See you. Thanks, see you soon. Okay, so that's gonna be that's probably side quest. Let's see. We got one from Fiona. I haven't talked to her in a while. Yo, Fiona is a playable character when though. It'd be really cute. Endman, we received a request from the crewmates Amogus of the Valley for Carly from Worker Dorms wants to see you. Could you meet her at Functioning Avenue if you have the time? Carly from Worker Dorms ? Oh. I messed that one up. Okay. I'm gonna open Baker. Reopen Baker for a second here. And... Okay. Alright, let's continue this. From what crewmates told me, she hitched a ride with a crew making a delivery to Wuling. Yeah, they reconnected Valley 4 to the TGCC logistics network and restored the supply links to various parts of the band. And the crewmates, Amogus, will be making this particular delivery to... Delivery will be staying around Wuling City for a while. I'll send Carly's location with you. Okay. And, okay, Mifu wants a favor. Okay, multiple Mifu side quests. So invite Urban Development Hall for next Markerstone. They fixed the road to Urban Development Hall. Yeah, people can walk on it. See you underground at the Urban Development Hall. Underground ? Okay, yeah, Chen should know. See you. Interesting.
Underground? I know that place. But if that's where we're meeting...
Oh, Chen voice line.
Things aren't looking too good.
Aren't looking too good?
Oh,
Tell me
kinda
more
interested.
about the location.
We should just head over and see.
Okay, alright, I see chat messages. Okay, let's see, Brooke the Skeleton in YouTube chat says, you can interpret the next 1.4 as mysterious. Once you get past the question of mystery, it becomes way too philosophical, okay. Laofen in YouTube chat says, the 1.3 add nothing but character companion quest. Interesting. Omer in YouTube chat says, a side mission you said is actually 1.3. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll look at the mission screen later and we'll have a better look and we'll see, we'll figure it out. Brooke the Skeleton in YouTube chat says, Fiona's just so adorable. Yeah, for sure. Omer in YouTube chat says, the button J, you can chase quests better. Thank you. That's good to know. Okay, let's finish this one here. Edmund received a request for help from Seskla. Seskla hopes that you can offer an Agas Mechanos or Keeper of Wisdom support. He's looking into a case involving a special blood sample that went missing in Valley 4. Brief background on Squad. The organization represents Sarkaz on Challenge 2, and they've been a longtime ally of Endfield. Okay. Missing blood sample. The Keeper is waiting at the worker dorm, so he'll give you details himself. Also, the leaders of Squad had expressed their concerns regarding your health and joy for your return. In fact, many of them invited you as a guest to the floating city. Okay, yep, thank them for their concerns. Okay. Oh, okay. Omer in your chat says, blood sample is Camille's story quest, not short, not long. Thank you. I really appreciate this, by the way, like kind of helping me with these kind of quests and stuff, because it's really helped me kind of focus on like what we want to do and this stuff. So I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. This level of spoilers, absolutely okay. So I just like kind of know what we're heading into, so we can all have a good time, right? So we can all have a good time. Oh, it is called Sanguine Inquiry. Vampire time. Okay, let's see. Oh, Gayipu, hello again. Edmund Tachizong has told us we asked for help with problems with the Sheer Night facilities. Okay, yeah, problems where? Not a real problem, TBH. The Wheeling Bureau of Applied Technologies got their own secret project for facility upgrades, but that war started by Neferth really affected everything. Applied Tech really tried to get production back online, but ran into problems. Okay, the Sheer Night energy fixing facility is down, TBH. We shouldn't even be asking you. It's the war. The entire city's array needs repairs. All of our senior Tianchi got their hands full. Really low on skilled pros. Okay, yep. Yeah, we can leave that to us, I guess. All right. So we're gonna have a look here. Okay, so these are mission task messages, and okay, we're actually pretty caught up on Baker messages, but I'm gonna. Okay, this one's probably from a really long time ago, actually. So Yanning, who I don't remember, actually says, okay, the Institute of Material Science made a few breakthroughs in industrial technology. Finally, told me to give the expansion core. Hope it can help. Excuse me. Before I forget, we got plenty of Cuprium ore in Kimbo Stockade. These might come in handy. Go and look around if you have time. Oh, you told me about the Kimbo Stockade. I hope we get some results quickly. Nice. Okay. Okay. Hello to Lawrence in YouTube chat. A baddie playing Enfield, not on my list. All right, Lamau. Okay, and I'm gonna read back up on the messages. Let's see. Lafan said, "Still Camille and Mifu quest is interesting." Yeah, I mean, honestly, like I think we might go for them. But let's have a look at all the missions together, and we'll see what we want to do next, right? And okay, we'll catch up on all these messages. Semyon says, apologies for disturbing administrator, but I wonder if you're gonna swing by a hub base if you got to. Oh, Sumi in Twitch chat said Scar upgraded to Batty Lamau. Let's see. Okay, and back to the message here. Higgins is a fellow engineer, and he came back from a work trip. He just won't stop complaining. Now he missed his chance to meet you from breakfast to dinner nonstop. He also said something important and wonders if he can meet you in person. If you have time, please do come over and save me from his nonstop complaints. Of course, if you're too busy, I'll just figure something out. Lamau. Okay, well, I guess that might have. Okay, so we have Jean-Fayou messages. Okay. Endman, with the data from the Rift Ceiling field trial, SureNet Nexus research has made significant progress. That's great. However, there are a few steps left before we can handle the very large rift. Interesting. You could say that the current version is capable of handling small rift fissures, but sealing the very large rift will require the proxy's power as well as protocol originium. Okay. I propose calibrating the SureNet Nexus using Dijon's instrumentation. After all, Dijon has the most advanced protocol originium technology. Okay. Oh, she's coming to Dijon. All right. That's right. I've already requested access through Supervisor Perlica. Hello, Perlica. I suppose I'll be the guest this time. Should have prepped a bit. That's funny. You don't have to be so formal. I'm not going there solely as a viceroy of Wuling, but also as your old friend. Wuling City has been busy with all these preparations lately. I apologize for disturbing you at a time like this, but this concerns the very large rift. Okay. I'll wait here for you. Okay. And okay, so this message chain actually probably happened before the very large rift, but we'll see. Okay, let's see here. We have a question. Ah, I messed up. I accidentally right-clicked. I pulled it out. Okay. I'll open this one. Okay. Which one of these is? I think it's this one. Okay, so these are. Oh, these are probably lore stuff. Okay, let's see what this. Edmund, did you rest well? Yep. Surprise work's never easy. Pass my regards on to her. What's happening? Long press to fast forward. Apologies. I received a remote conference from Hongshan. HIS is investigating Neferth's attack on Wuling. I have been online 24/7 and report the situation upon notice. I have good news for you. A support team from Hongshan HQ is quickly making its way to Wuling City. You'll be meeting them soon enough, Edmund. Interesting. Okay, so we're talking about Hongshan. Oh, let's see. Lafen in YouTube chat asks, by the way, how are you, Scar? I'm pretty good. I have been. I did mention this at the beginning of the stream, but I'll go ahead and repeat it for those that have that are coming in. But I've been working on a lot of infrastructure stuff in the last week again. So like, you know, making sure like basically just doing things to make sure that I can like, you know, stream more often, right? Stream more often. and like keep up a lot of the video stuff, right? Like make more videos and things like that, and keep up on the social media. So, you know, more like, you know, scheduling things, right? Like using like scheduling programs so I can like edit all my videos at once and schedule them and stuff like that. Better task management, right? So I've moved like the thing that I've had in my like, to-do list app plus Trello into like Notion and stuff, and so that way I can get all my scripting and all my notes together too in one place. So all my notes in Obsidian. So I've been kind of moving everything into one place and kind of doing that. And that's been making it a lot easier for me to manage all the projects that I want to do. Because, you know, 100 cards in your, like, little projects thing is, like, a little bit much. So I've been working on that. And kind of cutting those down and deciding what I need and don't need and stuff. And clearing a lot of older tasks, too. So, like, that's what's going on that side. A lot of physical stuff, too. As much as I can, anyway, right? You're, like, running Ethernet cables and stuff to, like, my Wi-Fi extender and, like, making sure my network thing is like as stable as possible so we can have like stable streams and try and not DC as much and stuff like that, and just kind of like dealing with a lot of like back end things and making sure everything's good so that I can continue, because we're continuing on the quest to 500 and then 1000 on YouTube, and like our next goal on Twitch is to reach 100 follows, which is very appreciated for everyone who's started, by the way, so far. Very appreciated. And, like, you know, things are going well on, like, the Instagram and TikTok side as well. Things are growing pretty steadily. My TikTok account actually reached 200 recently, which makes me very happy, and stuff like that. And I'm really trying to, like, you know, yeah, like, trying to get the good videos out, right? Try to, like, both for discovery and to make people happy and shit like that, right? You know, because, like, that's the goal, right? You know, you wouldn't watch me if I didn't make you happy, hopefully. But, yeah, like, you know, I'm always, like, always trying to find ways to make it better. You know, you gotta make it better. Make it like harder, better, faster, stronger, whatever whatever Daft Punk said back in the day or something like that. Let's see. But yeah, let's see. Laughin says that's great to hear. Don't forget to take a break from time to time. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing my best, right? Like I've been like deliberately like, okay, I'm not gonna stream this last week because I want to make sure that all this stuff gets done instead of me kind of interrupting and going back and forth and trying to get things done, because I had been trying to do it for weeks. But, you know, just taking a short enough break to get, like, physical rest and mental rest, and then kind of getting everything kind of set up again is, like, is definitely been working. Definitely been working. Let's see, and Omer in YouTube chat said, have any questions about the story that you've not understood yet? I think right now, I think I'm good. Like, I'm somewhat aware of HAS and, like, the other stuff and, like, the corporations and stuff. But I will ask if I start to, like, if they start to make references to things I don't quite know. So so I do appreciate that. Let's see, Sumi on Twitch that says, as a masochist, a kappa emoji, Lamel. Bro. I'm really trying not to be a masochist, right? But, like, you know, I want things to go well. I want things to go well. I want to make people happy. And I want this project to work, right? Like, this whole, like, VTuber thing, right? I mean, like, I could just go back to, like, my face YouTube channel, but, like, you know, where's the fun in that, right? Like, I went through all of this, and, like, you know, it's working. It's working pretty well, I gotta say. Because I actually looked back, I scrolled back on my posts and stuff, and, like, it was only, like, 2 months ago. We were at, like, 200 subs on YouTube, right? 200 follows on YouTube, right? And I was like, whoa, that's crazy. And then I look, it's like, wait, that was actually just 2 months ago, and we're, like, approaching 500, and it's like, wow, even with all of the stuff going on, like, you know, things have been going pretty steadily. I'm pretty happy about that, right? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, let's see. Omer in YouTube chat says, oh, it's not spoiled, don't worry. Okay, TGCC is Trader Center of Talos. Yep. And HAS is Scientists of Talos, and UWST is Workers of Talos. Gotcha. Thank you. Very appreciated. Sumi says, who wouldn't want to be a cute anime girl? Dude, for fucking real, right? Like, look, like, I don't think I'm, like, unattractive in real life, but, like, I also I don't trust myself to live stream in real life with my real face and, like, not say stuff that would be against NDA of things I had signed previously for, like, my, like, corpo companies that I'd work for, right? Like not VTuber corpo, but, like, you know, like, software and, like, other stuff, right? So it's, like, the VTuber helps give me another thing. And, like, I haven't actually leaked anything, to be very clear. Like, I definitely have not leaked anything. I'm pretty good at that. Like, look, as stupid as I act, like, I am media trained, and I know how to not leak stuff. But, like, at the same time, though, like, there's a level of, like, because, you know, that channel, that other channel, that face channel, it's just a very different subject. It's not really about live streaming or gaming and stuff like that, right? And, like, you know, I love art, I love VTuber. Like, I made this VTuber model, right? I made it, rigged it, and everything. I was like, all right, we're gonna do this. It'll be fun as heck, right? It'll be fun. But yeah, okay, Laughin and YouTube chat says, I'll try to explain anything that I understand. If not, we can be confused together. LOL. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it from everyone. Sumi in Twitch chat says, I wish I had my old account, hardly streamed, but however, 2K from just having a funny name. Funny name? That's really funny, dude. That's really funny. All right, we're gonna click through all these things. Okay, thus rest the winds again. All right, let's see. Edmund, do you have time? Just done with work. I'm done with mine. I hope I could talk to you and sort of my thoughts. I should have been discussing future course plans with Tianchi Geyipu. After all, Wuling is a pioneer in the fields of originating material science as well as ether environmental science. Okay, but Gay is also busy working with Tianchi Changyun to sort out the data logs generated when we sealed the rift. I went to Tianchi Yanning and discussed. Oh, Yanning is one of the Tianchi from earlier. Okay, that makes sense. To discuss future work at the Wuling Shiranai Application and Tech Production Unit. We already had an earlier discussion about this. Our dialogue felt more like a verification and was concluded rather quickly. Okay, cool. Let's see. Next, I had a chat with Tianchi Lan Xiaowu and handed her a stack of production order review forms that I'd signed. But Xiaowu and her disciples were busy with repairing the broken equipment, so I just left the forms at her place in the lab. I thought about talking to Mifu, but I remembered that I just sent her to help Tang Tang settle various matters at Kimbo Stockade, and it won't be back for a few days. Okay. I visit a lot of people and visit every corner of Wuling City without even noticing it. LOL. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water and then I'm gonna... I love that you can react with an emoji to this and that's what the game expects you to do. So my water bottle covered the face tracking. I was like, oh, alright, we're gonna react. Wait. Our options are sobbing emoji, sad emoji, I guess, like kind of a sad leaning forward emoji, and a 100% sobbing emoji is the funniest. We're doing that one. We're gonna sass her a little bit. You work really hard. Yeah, you constantly swamp with things. Things can get kind of tough. Wasn't that hard? I usually sit in my office and talk with them about work remotely. Yeah, remote worker moment, right? But what we've been through disrupted my train of thought. I just want to talk to someone. Thank you, Edmund. Oh, thank you. Why? Question mark. It's nothing. The wind has stopped. The weather will be great tomorrow. Y'all, the phrase "the wind had stopped, weather will be great tomorrow." Y'all remember Takamura from Cyberpunk? And he just, like, whenever he wants to break the subject, he just starts speaking in rhyme or something. Like, he just starts to be poetic. I just find that so funny. Like, similar archetype. Okay, there's a lot of context here. Okay, sites at the Marker Stone. Edmund, did your team suffer any injuries at the Marker Stone? No, but Chet is very sad. She's worried about Arcane. Oh, okay, so we're talking, so this is dialogue about the Arcane situation that happened earlier. Okay. Oh, let's see. Sumi in Twitch chat says, my name became Sumi from Twitch's minimum 6 character limit, but it was Sumi and then Sumi and then Sumi was short for please stir up my insides? What? I had my name for over 7 years. Twitch randomly banned me for corn with no appeal or name change. I would had like 20 gifted subs from people gifting me to streamers to get their reactions for my name. That's kind of funny. I did not know you had that much lore about you. God, yeah, y'all in my chat are just actually having whole character arcs over there. That's insane. I love that for you. Let's see. Okay, and let's see. We're back to Jean Fang says, I understand how she feels. Knowing the former comrades in danger, unable to do anything about it. Yep. Arcane risked her life for me. I know if I was in her place, I would do the same as well. Do not let it weigh you down. You're back. That's what matters. About Nephrith. By the way, we encountered no bone crushers at the Marker Stone. They might be planning something else. If that's the case, they still have their eyes set on Wuling City. Edmund, since Artistry failed to destroy the Marker Stone, I have a feeling the bone crushers will make their move soon. Okay. Be careful out there. All right, and we'll check the next thing. There's so many messages from Jean Fang, like their story. I probably should have done this earlier too. Let's see. Okay, I'm curious what Arcane's like. I'm afraid I don't know much about Arcane. All my communiques with her focus on the Yingling Task Force team stationed around Wuling. Okay. Yingling in other regions? Question mark. Yes, the Yingling Special Task Force is under the special command of Hongshan HQ. Wuling has a YSDF garrison due to our special and strategic location. But even someone like me doesn't get to see them very often. Yeah, they're very mysterious. Yeah, YSDF, yeah. Let's see. Indeed, let's see. Every Yingling is a true elite who has passed a difficult multi-stage selection process of Hongshan Academy of Sciences. Oh my god. Is this task force like just like secret police or something? That's crazy. It took Arcane only 3 years to get promoted from reservist to task leader. She's young but truly incredible. Speaking about Yinglings, their selection and training standards are probably similar to those used by the Imperial Guards of Great Yan. Okay. Imperial Guards of Great Yan, question mark? Arizaki YouTube chat says she's a fellow yapper. Yeah, she kind of is. Not gonna lie though, I didn't realize how much like I feel like I like have in common with like Zhang Fangyi, right? Like personality wise and stuff like that. I just think it's really cute. I really like that. Let's see. So about the Imperial Guards of Great Yan. Apologies, this example might be a little complicated, but yes, the Yinglings are the best best elite task force that Hongshan has to offer. If you have time, I'm happy to describe them to you. Okay, alright, and we'll continue. Bamboo chimes and ghostly sighs. Endman House, Kimbo Stockade. Oh my god, Tonton has been captured. Okay, this is from back then. So that's what happened. Got it. Stay safe out there. Situation at Kimbo Stockade is pretty complicated. Sending in the watch guards to the big show force to calm things down might just backfire unless it's absolutely necessary. How is Mifu doing right now? She's alright. Mifu is staying calm, but she's worried about Tonton's situation. Come to think of it, we saw their old graffiti on the secret passage walls, plus cracks from where Mifu punched them. Okay, and yeah, Mifu was pretty scrappy back in Kimbo Stockade. None of the stockaders can match her in a fist fight anymore. But who would have thought that Mifu, who came charging at me all fired up for a fight, would end up following me back to Wuling City over a stick of sugar rice cakes? Oh my god. Is she like a cat or something? That's really cute. You won Mifu over with a stick of sugar rice cakes. Oh, she's typing. Well, more than one. What? I am so curious. I'm so curious now. Oh, Asumi in Twitch chat said, nobody yaps as much as Scar. Look! I can't help it. The ADHD is just too strong, right? I just gotta talk. Gotta talk at 200 words a minute as my usual, right? Okay. Let's see. Question. We're gonna talk about our Wuling. I think people working more at the monitoring center face great risks. Edmund, let me tell you about a child who once met Wuling City. He said I looked young from stories heard. He thought I'd be an old lady with gray hair. I told him that by the time my hair turns gray, I'll be long retired. What did he say? Let's see. Okay. Arizona community YouTube chat says, finally you took that Victorian meme of you may fascinate a woman with a piece of cheese to my heart. I did not know that was the thing. That is really funny. Okay, Asumi in Twitch chat says, I hope one day your IRL friend see the Kami Oshi message and start saying that to you. Oh, you're talking about the one that calls me Scar? I don't think she watches my streams, actually. Like, I think she just hangs out in the Discord and doesn't watch my streams. So, if she watches my streams, then I'm screwed. But for now, we're safe. So just don't bring that. Just don't bring that into the Discord. We'll be okay. We'll be okay. Sue says, yeah, rip, yeah, okay. Let's see, okay, and back to what Joffrey is saying. He asked whether my retirement people would finally save from the Blight Tides and Angoloy. Edmund, this is the duty of the Hongsha Academy of Sciences. It is the future you entrusted to us. This is exactly why we have to get the monitoring center up and running. Okay. Is it dangerous there now? Question mark. This is the monitoring center we worked on earlier. But we've only cleared the Angoloy from there. Wouldn't restarting operations now still pose a great danger to the monitoring center? Jean-Fanny says, I understand your concerns, but from the day we arrived at Wooly, we were prepared to make sacrifices. Oh, all right. We had two story things left. Functioning Avenue, that was fun. Oh, that was about the date. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed it, even though this tour should have taken place 10 years ago. What was Wooly like before? Question mark. Do not push yourself. We were just glad you were back. She deflected. Okay. Wooling City truly is pretty. The disaster 10 years ago was like the warning bell that never stopped ringing in my head, reminding me of the dangers Wooling still faces. The constant reminder is what pushed me to stay sharp until you arrive. Yep, I'll take it from here. Question mark. Not question mark, just period. Of course. I wish things were calmer so we could show you around properly. Alright, crises and tranquility. Alright, the last one. Last story bit. Endman, there are threats here in Wooling are different. Please be extra cautious. Okay, about the Angoloy. Yeah, when the Blight Tide season arrives, the entire Wooling gets swarmed by Angoloy. We theorize this phenomenon occurs because there's likely one or even multiple anchors deep within the blighted waters of the Wooling region. But we lack the capability to scan that deep, yet much less find and destroy them, okay? Every season, our only option is to commit everyone to defending the Tianchi Pillar Array. Oh, like when we first got here, question mark. Yep, that's correct. The Blight Tide exceeded our predictions and we were unprepared. Thankfully, we had your assistance. Interesting. Okay, we definitely learned a lot here. All right, we're gonna go back to mission now. And scroll back up. All right, so some of these... Okay, all right, let's have a look here. Okay, I'm gonna have a look through these missions. We're gonna scroll through these missions a little bit. Let's have a look here. So these are important missions. So these are like important side missions. You know, I keep forgetting that this game just has a lot of missions actually. Oh man, okay. Maybe, not gonna lie, I kind of want to, because I don't think a lot, and most of these are missable. I think these can just be done later, so we can go back and clear those up once we're caught up with the story. So it's conflicts with another mission. Oh right, because we have to clear the other one. Let fire consume the Ashen Past. This is the Lava 10 mission. A Melody from the Valley. I don't recognize that character. Lone Wolf is Wolfguard? No, not Wolfguard. wait, is this name Wolfguard? I forgot. Okay, this is Camille's mission, and this is Mifu's mission. All right. Okay, Arizona Food says it's not the quest list, that's the entire Odyssey. I see. Okay. Yeah, let me... So these are new features. Oh! These are game mode stuff. Okay. Etch-based salvaging. I kind of feel like we might need to do some of these because I feel like I'm missing some of the stuff that we might need here. So, I'll look at that, and then... Let's see, go to Power Plateau. Oh, okay, so these are going to be stuff for... Okay, so these are going to be stuff for unlocking things. Yeah, I think we are probably pushing past where the game is, like, letting us struggle. I think my plan right now, let's go ahead and see... Let's just play until we get stuck. I think that's the most reasonable. We'll play until we get stuck. We'll start with this top mission right here. I'm going to teleport. And we're going to have a look. And we're just going to see, see where this goes. All right. Okay. We are back in our room up in the Dijon. And here we go. Perlica and Jean-Foy. All right. Oh.
Endman.
Okay.
We verified
Perlica appears to be slightly shorter than Endman then.
Have cleared out some space
Imagine things in Perlica units. Perlica, I've missed you.
Clearly the largest protocol originium of Talos 2. I believe this tuning run will conclude with quick success.
Need me to help with the testing?
Oh, Endman speaking jump scare.
You already did back in Wuling. Now, all we need is to wait patiently.
Nice. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can hardly wait, I guess, is the option to pick.
We asked you back, not
Gotta
just
move my
for
mic a little
work.
bit. Apologies for
There is
mic
a
noises.
personal side to it as well.
Supervisor Perlica made a complaint. Peace has returned to Wuling.
Oh man, relaxing quest again. Okay.
I know that once the Sheer Night Nexus is ready, we will head straight to our next battlefield.
Can I click on that? Oh, I can click on that. Okay. An Originium device capable of instantly unleashing Sheer Night energy intended for seal rifts. Gotcha. Yep.
So for now, we want you to take a proper rest under our watch.
That's cute.
It
That's cute.
is
That's pretty cute.
necessary.
Take a good rest, Endman. We'll see you shortly.
Oh, hello, Dr. Plague. Dr. Plague in Twitch says I'm back. Welcome back, Plague. Hope you're doing well. All right. Recording has started. Okay. Sit in the reception room chair to rest. What is this mission? All right, sitting down. I'm kind of wondering what kind of what kind of plot we might start to see from this, but I do have curiosity. Air does not compute in YouTube chat says work, wife, say sleep. Yeah, for real. Oh my goodness. Actually sleeping. Wait, is that... Who? What? Who? What? Who is that? What is going on? Okay, alright. Coming in. Oh, the game's not even like move the camera. Okay, we only get to approach. Yeah, we can only press W to approach. That's crazy. Who is that? They keep introducing characters. Okay, not gonna lie, I thought this was gonna be a boring mission, but they have my attention. My attention is here. I am paying attention now. Wait, are those masks? What? Hold on. What? What is going on? This is insane. Oh my goodness. What? Miss Perlica. Oh, she's turning gray. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brooke in YouTube chat says, oh, she's from the beginning intro of the game before you wake up. Oh, you're right. I remember that voice, I think, at least. Let me make sure that my... Okay, yep. All right, we do not have mouse control for this. We can only... Oh, we can walk. I can walk away from Perlica. All right, I know the way they make these things. Like, there's no point in trying to break out of this because I know that they just put a wall around it. Oh, whoa. Plague says, what in the white void hell? Yeah, I mean, there's some weird stuff going on right now. There's definitely some weird stuff going on. Oh, okay. The game is loading. The loading indicator is in the bottom right. I'm covering it.
Endman, are you all right?
Ooh, whoa. Okay. Animated cutscene. Oh, these are so pretty. They do a good job with this.
I'm okay. I just had a dream.
You could tell it's serious when everything's
Maybe I'm a
rendered
little
like
tired.
this.
What did you dream of?
Okay. Plague in Twitch chat says, I tried to play this game, but it was lag central. Yeah. Like some computers, I think you might just have to turn the settings down, or like, because I know this game works on phones, so like I have no idea really. Okay, air does not compute in YouTube chat says Perlica's drooped ears were so cute. Yeah, I like that her ears move up and down. I actually think that's really cute. Yep. Let's see, what did okay, so the dialogue options to the question what did you dream of are a strange space, many transport belts, and the suppressor. And the other options a fading shadow and lingering sounds of cries and sorrow. I'm gonna pick the first one. If I could transport belts in your dream, though. Plague in Twitch says, but I had to stream it because it was sponsored. Funnily enough, I was running a 3060
Let's
Ti.
talk about the
Gotcha.
dream later.
I see.
How goes the Shirenite Nexus?
The tuning has been successful. Its capacity for originium energy proves flawless.
Oh, okay, so
Once
this was
the
for a
proxy
time skip.
arrives,
Okay.
it
Plague
might
in Twitch
become
is still running it.
mighty
Yeah, the
weapon
3060
you
Ti.
need to
Yeah.
seal the very large rift.
I mean, the good news is like I feel like a lot of graphics cards haven't
Sounds
really
like
changed
good
a
news
lot
to
recently.
me.
Like it's been
And
like
here's
they
even
like I
better
feel like a lot of
news.
graphics cards only come out like once every like 2 or 3
Arcane
years
Zoid.
now at this point. So like, you know, like
She
hodling
wants
I
to
guess
tell
is
us
probably
something
still
in
kind of valid.
person. Chun is already off to talk to her.
Endman, if you're ready, we should head to the main pillar as well.
Let's not keep her waiting.
Okay, let's see. Brooke in YouTube chat says her name see in the dream of already been given a name in the files, so I don't know which to reveal who she is. Interesting. Are you talking about like game files, like data mining game files? I definitely don't want to know if it's data mining stuff. But if it's like in like some file logs in the game, I might try to search for them eventually. But that's good to know. But yeah, I definitely do not want to know anything about like data mine stuff in the game because I'm definitely just I really just want to play this game like as normally as possible, if that makes sense. Right? As like oh, it's Arcane. And oh, we're doing the thing.
Kanshujong and Endman, you're here.
Okay, I'm gonna pause the autoplay for a second here. Oh, she's so cute. But the Sumi asked, is this its own engine or on Unreal Engine? I don't know. I would imagine this is Unreal. I know it's not Unity because I think we talked about this before. But like, I'm pretty sure it's not Unity. But I think like it could be Unreal Engine. Like it'll probably say somewhere. We could probably look and find out. Yeah, but we'll find out. Let's see. Plague in Twitch chat said, because I plan on upgrading via grabbing 23090s and stacking that. Oh yeah, Azumi says SLI is good, but I don't know how many modern games handle it. Yeah, I actually know a little bit about SLI because you know, I was working in IT and stuff. But like because I was actually when I was working in that research lab that was doing that was doing like machine learning training, and this was like ethical machine learning training, by the way. Like we paid for our data sources and stuff, right? And this was when I was in college. I remember them running like 40, like not the 40s, I think it was like 3090s in SLI or something like that. And it was purely for like it was for work because it was for training a robot to sing or something like that. Right? It was a really silly, cute project, right? But yeah, like SLI just really isn't supported in a lot of modern games, which is really sad. Because like I think a lot of it's like with like frame syncing and stuff, right? Like even with like the new bandwidth of like what we're on PCIe 5 now and stuff like that, right? Like there's not really a good way to sync it anymore. And I think that's what causes kind of issues and stuff. And like I guess like what you could do is run a separate GPU, right? You could do video editings and video render in the background while playing on one GPU, right? As long as the GPU you're playing on is where your monitors are plugged in, right? So like you can do that, right? And like you see a little bit of that with modern laptops actually. So a lot of modern laptops like have integrated graphics to save battery, but also like the big like graphics card, right? So like I'm running a laptop with I'm trying not to brag, but I bought this with my software engineer money, right? That I have, but like it was a bit of a gamble, but like I do have a laptop with like a 5090 in it, right? But it also has like a pretty powerful CPU that has integrated graphics. And, you know, those things kind of share the workload, right? So like if I'm playing the game, right, I can actually set it so that my integrated GPU or that's in my CPU like does a lot of the video rendering and the video recording. I don't do that because my GPU can handle it, right? And stuff like that. But yeah, like it's okay, Sumi says honestly just grab a new AMD. Yeah, I agree that if you're just gaming, right? AMD is just like a lot better, right? Like the only reason I have Nvidia is because of a lot of the work that I do, right? Like a lot of the video editing and other stuff that I do is like a lot more advanced, right? And I require a lot more features, right? And like I use a lot of tools that like benefit from Nvidia. Like we're talking about like voice like noise cancellation and stuff, right? And stuff like that, right? And Nvidia still handles a lot of that better and a lot of the video editing stuff better. And it's a lot faster. And like that's kind of the reason why I have been using it. Sumi says, yeah, I really miss Nvidia software though. Yeah, like I do like Nvidia's software implementation a lot more than AMD's, because like for a while, like before I did this, and I like before I started like kind of committing to a lot of like the like live streaming media creation and shit, right? When I was working for that like that software company, I was talking about that video editing software company that I cannot name because of NDA, right? I was a like we were working primarily using MacBooks because we were working with stuff on servers mostly. So we were talking about like, you know, like server side things, but running local stuff. But we were running like M1 series, like you know, ARM chip MacBooks, like and like stuff like that. But obviously that couldn't game, so I had my own desktop, right? I had my own desktop that was like it was all AMD actually at the time, because you know AMD 5600X, right? And like I think I had a 6600 at the time, because this was like during the big C when like there was a lot of a lot of GPU shortages and stuff like that. But I remember using that for a while. I tried using an RTX 4070 for a little bit, but like I could never get that to work, and like the one I got was just kind of broken, and I feel really sad about it because like it was out of warranty too, so I was like, oh well, I guess there's time to get to bin it, and that made me really freaking sad because that was a bunch of money that I wasted on that. So I'm a lot more careful now about where I get like my GPUs and stuff, because sometimes you just get stuff that just kind of breaks, right? But yeah, like my setup is reliable now, is what I'll say. But, you know, kind of hard fought for that. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna read backwards up in chat. Let's see. Arizona Compute says, the AMD 9070 XT flagship is a decent card for the price. Yeah, I've heard people talking about, like, a lot of the newer AMD cards still pretty good. I'm like, and like, you know, if you don't need, if like, it's one of those situations where, like, I don't know, like, if y'all have ever worked in, like, an environment where it's like, if you don't know you need it, you don't need it, right? Like if you don't know what feature you need from Nvidia, then you don't need it, right? You don't need an Nvidia card and stuff like that. It's like or it's like, you know, when you look at software, it's like, you know, do you check this setting or not? Like, or like, you know, you're messing with MySQL or something. It's like, okay, just leave it at default if you need it, right? If you know what you need to do, then you do it. Otherwise, just leave it at default and don't mess with it. Let's see. Okay, I'm going back up in chat. Plague says, don't make me get 4 and make an actual tower PC. LOL, dude, you're gonna need like a full like ATX motherboard to get 4 GPUs on it, dude. That'd be crazy though. Sumi says, I really miss Nvidia's software. Yeah, for sure. Plague says, yeah, but I've been, from what I've heard, the 40 and 50 are not good. Yeah, like the 40 and 50 Nvidia cards just not worth the price, dude. Like not worth the price unless you know you need it, right? Like honestly, I would have gotten something with like a 40 series card if I like really like was like, you know, was able to find it. But like by the time I switched over to this computer, like they stopped selling 40 series, and like, yeah, I'm so sad, right? Yeah, and like, you know, a lot of the Nvidia cards are, especially like a la carte cards, right? Like they're $4,000 just sold out. It's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, a place is a funny stack 3. Yeah, Miku, lol. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Sumi in Twitch chat says, I have the 9070 XT. It's pretty much the same as the 40 and 50 in raw power. Yeah, and like, you know, a lot of the AMD cards these days have ray tracing. Yeah, so like have some level of ray tracing. But I'm gonna be honest though, even with the 5090 in this computer, right? Like I don't use ray tracing because ray tracing like uses up so much like resources that like I'm still playing at 60 FPS, and then you're just using DLSS and like frame gen to like fake frames. It's not worth it, dude. It's not worth it. Like don't get Nvidia to play games. Like like I have this, like I would be really freaking sad right now, or even annoyed, if I had bought this machine and had only been playing games on it, right? Like the point is that it makes live streams a lot smoother, and it makes editing a million times faster. And like that's the only reason that I do this, right? And like, you know, some of the other work that I do software engineering wise that benefits from it, right? Like that's it. But yeah, as Amy said, 50s only have ray tracing because the 50s are like 4 to 7% faster. Yeah, 970 also gaps 50s and raster. Yeah, for sure. And when it comes to 1440p and 4K, you'll also get better better machine learning stuff for NVIDIA if you want to be you want to be a slop person. Yeah, for real. There's I've seen a lot of people use like machine learning tools like locally and stuff like that, but from what I know, I'm pretty sure a lot of the like data center stuff still just performs better. It's cope to think that like any local machine with only 24 or 32 gigabytes of VRAM could keep up with the data center, right? And stuff like that. Which again, like I have worked in the machine learning field before, and I kind of left it because because you remember I was talking about that research lab in college, right? Like I was part of that team, and that team was getting grants from like big companies and stuff, right? And it was like, okay, and like I'm glad I left it before like a lot of the marketing slop came out, and it was like, man. And then it's like now it's like make mistakes first, ask questions later, right? And like now they're just being all like really bad and like not dealing with copyright and stuff. And like I'm so glad that the research lab I worked for was so like obsessed with like hear me out. Even though it meant that they weren't like industry leaders, right? It meant that things were ethical, right? If we want training data from someone singing, we pay them a lot of money to get them to sing, right? Like even if it was one of the other college students, we pay them money to license their voice to use for this robot, right? And that was kind of the deal. Yeah, and Plague says, my opinion on ML tools is that it's a tool meant to help, not replace. Yeah, dude, like there's so much slop on the internet, right? Like even in content creation, there's so much slop, and it's like people are making videos with like AI generated scripts, and I'm like, dude, just talk from the heart, man. I know that it comes from like a place of privilege, right? Because I'm very skilled in public speaking, right? Like I have a lot of practice with public speaking, and have like from like talking to like from corporate meetings, corporate presentations to like academic research and presentation and stuff like that. Like I had the grad student experience, right? Like even though I never got like a master's degree or anything like that, but like I did get the grad student experience. So like and like TAing and stuff like that. Like, a lot of public a lot of public speaking stuff. But like, dude, like I really feel like a lot of like content these days is like kind of slop now. Like people like use AI to write scripts for their videos, and they just read off the script, and it's like, dude, it doesn't even sound like you, man. Like it doesn't even sound like you, right? It sucks so bad. And like I see people, like I remember like when I finally like got pushed out of that like last job I had because of my health issues, right? I remember the CEO, like, and like I usually respect this guy because like he's the one that taught me a lot of the business stuff that I know, right? Like he's the one that basically gave me like a little mini MBA, right? Like he taught me all of this stuff, right? But he also went down the AI rabbit hole a little bit, and like it made me so sad to see him be like, hey, I'm like look at all of this like AI stuff that can like generate voice and stuff. And so like he like AI generated a podcast talking about our company. I'm like, dude, you don't need to fucking do that, man. We're fine. Right? And like but he did it. It was like, oh my god, this guy. And like some of the other product managers and stuff like that, dude, like I was trying to rein them in, dude. It was actually like hurting cats, and it was like, fuck, man, like don't don't do that, right? We're doing the work. Like you don't need to use that tool to design the interface, because I'm right here, right? We have a designer right there, right? Like there's a woman right there who I work with every day who works on designs, and she's better. She's better, right? Fuck, even I could do it better, right? And stuff like, oh, hi, Shish Club. Hello, Shish Club. But yeah, like, oh my god, like, I'm so tired of people thinking like that, replacing the human aspect of it is like going to make it, because like being authentic is what's so important, right? Like if you're a video editing software company, you want like to be authentic, because people are gonna make shit with that. Like, people are gonna make their fucking birthday videos for their kids with that shit, dude. Like if we're gonna do that, why would you make the freaking website slop? Dude, don't do that. Don't freaking do that, man. I'm just like, yeah, the shitification of what happened to that company that I was working at. Like I think they got better, but like, I told them what would happen, and it happened. Like I told them that it would go to shit and they would start losing business, and it happened. And it happened after they pushed me out too. I was like, I fucking told you so. I told you so. I freaking told you so. Right? I told you so. God, I'm so disappointed in some of the coworkers that I had. Like, and all the software engineers were normal about it because they know how it works, right? because I like, hear me out. Like I actually gave a presentation to all of the software engineers about like the current state of like AI machine learning technology, right? Because that's part of my biz, right? That's part of what I know, right? And like, you know, I was always saying, like, you know, don't use it for art. Like, don't use it for art. That's not what it's fucking for, dude. Like, using it for art just makes slop. Like, it's not gonna help anyone. Everyone freaking hates it, dude. Like, everyone, like, people are gonna be excited for like 2 months, and then people are gonna start hating it. And you know what? And I said that like right when it was coming out, right? And you know what? Here we are, 2026. People are getting mad about all of the AI slop. I was right? You know, like I remember the VP of engineering pulled me back like into like a meeting, right? Like at some point, like early when this coming, he's like, what do you think about this? Like, because, you know, I know you worked in this field in the past. Like, what do you think about it? And like I told him exactly what was gonna happen. And like I'm not bragging, but I did predict the future, and they didn't listen to me, and it's their fault now because I'm not working there anymore. I can't take responsibility. I'm raising my hands up. Like, you know, like I can't do this. Like, you know, not my fault. Not my fault, man. I told you so. I hashtag told you so. Oh man, dude. But like but dude, like in a way, it's kind of weird, right? To be able to kind of come from like a position of like, okay, I am an artist, right? Like obviously, like I draw, I rig my model, right? And this was completely by hand, right? And that's because I was taking art classes for like 4 hours a day when I was being a software engineer, right around the time when a lot of this AI stuff came out, right? And it's like, what did they do to the previous field I worked in, right? Like, what did they fucking do, dude? Like, they butchered it. Like, AI absolutely got fucking butchered. And it made me so freaking mad. And it's like, okay, well, and like, I know a lot of artists got really mad. And like, for me, I was like, yeah, of course I'm gonna get mad, dude. Like, because like, you know, like a field that I'm interested in looks like it's getting butchered by this whole industry that got messed up, right? But, you know, I persevered, right? I kept going. I kept taking my art classes because I was like, you know, I am but one person, but I refuse to fall to this shit because I already know how it works, and I can predict the future, and I know that people are gonna get tired of it, right? So I stuck to my guns. And here we are, right? You know, I got pretty good at art, and you know, like I learned it on my own, right? I don't use machine learning tools for any creative stuff, right? That just takes away so much from what it could be, right? Like, as soon as you get ChatGPT to write a script for a video, it's not yours anymore, dude. It's not yours. It's just not yours, dude. I'm just like, I'm so like, oh man, I'm so freaking tired of it, man. So I want to put it all away, right? Like, I'm waiting for society to get tired of it. But society's not gonna get tired of it when all these CEOs out there are just like CEOs, product managers, like, and all the corpo rats that just like really like, and I say corpo rat like kind of affectionately, right? Because I call myself a former corpo rat, right? But like, you know, it's a delusion. Like I truly believe it's mass delusion that like, you know, that like the CEOs and like product managers that I had worked with had really like, because they don't understand the technology. They don't know that everything pushes to average, right? Like the whole freaking deal of AI tools, right, is that it makes average. Like, on average, it creates average. You give it data, it gives you average, right? And like, there may be a chance that like you roll the gotcha machine, you click it enough times, you generate an image that looks cool, right? And like actually might be flawless, right? But, you know, you wasted like a bunch of water doing that, dude. It's like, it's not a good look, right? But like, these people like have gotten so into this idea because of the whole stock market thing, right? The whole stock market and everything like that too, right? It's just so like, it makes me so incredibly sad to see people that I had respected, right, become so delusional about it. And like, I gave that warning, right? Like, I gave that warning, and it probably wasn't loud enough, but like, you know, they probably would have just gotten rid of me if I was louder, right? Like, you know, I told the VP of engineering at this company, right? I made my presentation to the other engineers, right? All the other engineers on the same page as me, right? We understood what the limitations of the technology were, right? Because, you know, when I've been on the forefront of it, I know what it's like. I know what goes into the training, right? And like, I know things other people don't. Like, I have had friends that, you know, have worked for contracting companies that trained AI, right? Like, they sat there, clicked multiple choice questions to answer things for the AI to train it, right? It's like the fucking Amazon Mechanical Turk, right? You're working for pennies to train an AI to replace you. Like, dude, like, and that's not fucking fair, right? And I know this, but you know, the people up top in their shiny, like, little, like, corporate buildings and stuff, they never see it. They never freaking see it because they don't know what goes into this technology, dude. And like, that makes me so upset to think about that, you know, people who are my friends that I know on the ground are getting taken advantage of by these companies, right? For this technology. And that it hurts. It hurts for me to think about it. And honestly, like, in some ways, I kind of regret being a part of developing this technology at all, right? And like, this is not to give myself credit at all, right? I was contributing, right? I was literally just one person on like a big team helping train some stuff, right? But like, you know, seeing it at the front and being there before it happened really just gives me a lot of survivor's guilt, right? Around this whole like AI thing. Like, I hate it. I hate what it's become, and in a lot of ways, I regret the contributions I made to that field, right? Like genuinely, right? And, you know, me trying to be the oracle and like warning the company that I was working for, right, at the time, like this isn't gonna work, right? People are gonna get tired in a few years. Right? You can't play this now. Like, you can't play this card. You'll lose all of the goodwill. Y'all remember I was talking about goodwill as a currency, right? Like, money currency, goodwill currency, right? And I learned this from the CEO that got AI brained, dude. Like, that's the worst part. This guy who taught me the equivalent of a business degree, right? And like, he cared a lot about me, right? And like, to train me and help me with this stuff, and I lost him. I lost him to the freaking AI delusion, dude. Like, that freaking hurts. He's the one that taught me that this would fail, right? To help me make my prediction and like know the future, right? And to guess the future, right? And like, you know, obviously I'm not right all the time, but like, to help me guess, like, to help me guess the future, right? Because like, I know a lot more about other fields that a lot of people don't, right? And like, that's why that company really trusted me with a lot of the decisions and stuff, right? And it was like, you can't, man, you can't do this. And they didn't listen to me. And look what freaking happened, dude. You know, the company got a lot smaller and started making cuts. Oh, people who have health issues get out, right? I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna freaking happen, man. I'm so mad. Oh yeah. Like, I just, yeah, like, I see all the chat messages, you know, like, we were just talking about it and stuff like that, you know, like, yeah, let's see, Asumi in Trisha says, let's see, machine learning stuff is really convenient for, like, organization and stuff, and like other mental tasks, like, you do, like, can you take this info and organize it into order of alphabetical size and date? Because you could do that, but why do that? Yeah, and like, you know, that's the thing, right? Like really easy stuff, like reordering words. Like, that's what it's for, right? That's what it's for. It's like, okay, I need to migrate my Trello into Notion, right? I have a CSV file. It's an Excel sheet, right? I need you to put it into Notion, right? And like, convert the fields from Trello to Notion, because there's not a direct tool that does that. That works really well, right? And like, I was able to use that and it worked. And like, that's fine, right? Like, there's like, that's something that I would have had to done by hand anyway. And like, I think that's a really good use of that, of such a tool like that, right? Or like, even like Googling stuff these days, right? Because it's like, I know that a lot of LLMs are good at like, okay, I need you to like research the general market or something like that, right? And then it's like, okay, it can do 100 Google searches to summarize. Okay, fine, you know, that's kind of okay, right? But like, you know, starting to make it do like your homework, dude, like, no, nuh-uh. And like, any creative work, no, never touches it, dude. Like, it's just like, I hate that people are using these tools to be inauthentic, right? Like, what is the point of communicating with other people, to having social media accounts, interacting with other people, right? And like, being like, you know, putting on a show even, right? What's the point of all of this if you can't be authentic about it, right? What's the point if someone did all the work for you, right? Okay, let's see. Plague says, as a wise man once said, reputation takes years to build but seconds to burn. Yeah, I really feel that about a lot of the people that ended up getting under that delusion, dude. Like, I'm so sad that it happened to those people in my life. Let's see. Okay, Laufan and YouTube chat. So, Scar, what is the actual purpose of AI? I mean, I want to link that Rick and Morty clip. Do y'all remember that scene in Rick and Morty where there's the robot on the table, right? And and Rick and Morty are there at the table, right? And it asks Rick, what is my purpose in life? And then Rick says, to pass butter, right? And it asks again, what is my purpose in life? And like, and you know, Rick looks at it and says, it's to pass butter. You're a robot. Your job is to pass butter, right? And then the robot's like, oh my God, or something like that, right? And like, that's how I feel. Like, you know, it's a tool, right? Like, you know, a lot of like these tools are not capable of synthetic intelligence in any way that remotely resembles being alive. But a lot of people like really like start to be like, oh, well, this is my AI boyfriend and stuff. And it's like, no, it's not. It's just a machine repeating words at you. I know this because I've worked on it. Right? I've made stuff for this industry. I know how this is made. That machine is just leading you on, right? it's a machine leading you on. It's just a predictive, it's just a word predictor, right? And it's scary because a lot of technology is starting to get built on top of LLMs, actually. So it's like, you know, like even like tools like Notion, right? Like a lot of it, do y'all know what JSONs are? JSON and like CSV and like other like intermediate files, right? And these are files that contain information, right? Yeah, these are like says I found the clip, yeah, of Rick and Morty, yeah. So but like a lot of it's weird because so JSONs and CSVs, a lot of these are configuration files for programs, right? So like let's say if we look at Notion, right? Like Notion uses a JSON file. So JSON, again, this is a container of information, right? It's like, okay, this is a database card, right? This is a card on your Kanban board, or this is a piece of, this is your page, right? Has all the properties on it and stuff like that, right? But it's a JSON, right? But what LLMs end up doing, right, is they work with that JSON directly. So it's like, okay, I tell you update the page. What happens is Notion gives the LLM the JSON, like this configuration file of the page, and then the LLM looks at it, and then it rewrites it, right? And then it rewrites the thing, and then it gives it back, and then that's what happens, right? And that's what gets put back on Notion, right? And that is like a very fundamental basis on how a lot of LLM-based technology works, right? And then there's the other field of image generation, right, where it uses like pixels and noise to come up with relationships to things next to each other, right? And it comes up with an average based on the prompt and stuff like that, right? And like I hate it, right? But I had to learn how to use it because of, you know, the technology that I was developing, right? And I'm really glad that I don't have to mess with that shit anymore. But like it's like but that technology is still being developed, right? Like technology is still being continued, right? And it's like it's really, I'm so mad about a lot of it. I'm gonna be really freaking honest. Like I don't like where a lot of it's going, and like I feel that it's really brittle actually, because I've worked with a lot of especially like configuration file messaging basically with an LLM, right? So like you talk with a large language model, you connect it to Notion, right? And then it connects and then it talks in like these JSON files, right? And like I'm oversimplifying, like I'm really oversimplifying to try and make sure that an audience kind of understands this, like a general audience understands this, but like it's just using text. It's just predicting the next word. It is the one that is deciding where all the brackets and all the commas go to make sure that the quote unquote the code, right? The code is good, right? And like this is in the same vein of why like vibe coding comes from, right? Like a lot of this is predicting the next word, it's predicting the next bit of code. But if you consider that like a page in Notion could be considered a bit of code and that the LLM is working on it, that's what it is, right? Like that's all it is. When you tell it to reorganize the page, Notion hands the LLM the JSON file of the page, like the configuration of the page, and the data of the page, and then it looks at it, and then it rewrites it, right? And then rewrites it, and then it gives it back, and like that's it. That's all it is, right? And like sure there are like web scrapers and other stuff, right, that are built in, right? So you know, like if you ask it to do a search, right, what it does is it runs the search and then it like reads the page, right, and stuff like that, and then it ingests it. Ingest is a word that's commonly seen in machine learning, right? You ingest the page of the information, and then the LLM reads it and decides what to do next, right? And it can do things like, it can do things like say certain things, it can trigger certain things, and it triggers the system basically, right? So the LLM will say, trigger a search. You don't see this part, right? Like this part is like something you don't see as a user, right? Like you might see it thinking, and you can see that's sort of like thinking and it's saying things, but like it can say certain things like trigger a search or some other stuff like that, and then it triggers the actual tool, like the physical tool. And the tool, right, this is the tool, right? The tool talks with it in JSONs or other configuration files, right? It's all text all the way down, regardless of what you do, right? And then there's image recognition, right? That's another tool, but like that one is kind of separate, and that one is where it kind of like looks at pixels and kind of determines average and other stuff like that, right? And like that kind of works in the opposite direction of like image generation tools like Stable Diffusion or whatever like that. And it's like, it's kind of crazy to think about, because a lot of I don't know if y'all know this, but like a lot of LLM tools can like write their own scripts and run them. Like they could write little Python scripts or JavaScript scripts and just run them inside their quote unquote thinking box, right? And they could run them so like you can do things like ask them to like run to sort things or do a batch, and it wastes energy writing code to do it, and that code gets written once and then thrown away again, right? So and like that's the worst part. It just kind of wastes code. Like it wastes water to make like one-off little things of code that like do certain tasks for you, to automate certain tasks, and that's frustrating, right? Like I personally feel like it's a waste of energy when like for example, if I use ChatGPT to organize a list in Notion, right, what it might do is pull the JSON from Notion, and then it will write a Python script. Like it literally codes this out, right? It writes a Python script to sort the thing, right? Using Python functions, and then it runs it as code on the computer, and that makes the JSON, and then that like reorganizes the JSON, and then it sends the JSON back. And that little piece of code that it wrote, never gonna get used again, right? Like, it wasted water to make a thing, to make a script, right? That someone could have written, a person could have written, and then it's gone. It's just in the void. It's just in one of your random chats, and you never get to use it again. It's like, and that's fucking crazy to me. Like, I cannot believe how wasteful a lot of this technology is, right? Like that like we haven't found ways to like make it reusable, right? To make like things like that reusable, but like it's a lot of throwaway and forget, and I find it so wasteful, and I really hate it. Like I'm really trying to not be an industry watchdog here, because like obviously, you know, I don't want to get like ruined by like these big companies, right? Like I know that there's been some like weird stuff happening with people who speak out too much against it, especially people who have been in industry like me. And like I would not talk about this on my face channel, if I'm being really honest, right? Like if I talked about this on my face channel, like I'd be blacklisted from the industry immediately. Like that's how kind of sketchy it would be, right? Like I wouldn't be able to get a job in this field if I started speaking out against it so publicly with my face on it, right? Like that's part of the deal. It's part of the deal, right? Like you work for this corporation, or you work in this industry, you don't speak out about it or risk being blacklisted. And it's like, dude, it's crazy, man. It's actually crazy. I hate it so much that like I don't even know how to feel about it anymore. It's just like yeah, so that's my explanation of what is the purpose of AI. Sorry, I know that went kind of long, right? But like that's genuinely a lot of how I kind of feel about, and like what I know about the current state of the industry, right? And I hope that answered your question. So yeah. I hesitate to talk about it a lot because I don't really I don't want to be known as a VTuber who like was formerly a part of this industry, right? Like I want to be known like as an artist, right? And other stuff like that, like a real artist, like a real flesh and blood artist, and like, you know, a weird little streamer on the internet and stuff like that. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Plague says, well, now time for me to set up that political campaign, lol. Scarlet override for president when? I mean, I don't think I would be a good president, but I think I'd try to fix a lot of the problems that we have. Right? I would try, even though I know that I know a lot about government and stuff as well, and I know how much bureaucracy there is. So it probably wouldn't be a thing in the first term. But like, you know, Scarlet override for president for sure. Look, dude, I'm not even close to being old enough to be president of the U.S. because I think the minimum age is like 35, dude. Like I'm not close enough at all. Like it will be like at least a decade before I'm old enough to do that. So maybe not gonna happen. Maybe not gonna happen. Okay. See me in Twitch. Checks watch. It's Yap o'clock. I'm looking at the clock and I'm like, oh, 3 hours of stream already. Fuck. Okay. All right. We're continuing the story. We're continuing the story. Thank you for sticking with me, by the way, because I know a lot of people like get kind of scared, like, and people start talking about AI and stuff, and like, you know, I like to think that I have a pretty good opinion of how to deal with that industry, especially because I've worked in it for so long, right? And like I like to think that like I'm trying to be as ethical and morally compass correct as possible to deal with this technology, but it really hurts me to see technology that was once my baby become what it is. And I hate it. I hate it so much, dude. Yeah, Blake, to your message in Twitch chat, like I love the spirit, but I would tone down the some of the wording with that, because I don't want I don't want our streams to get kind of stopped, even though I know Twitch is pretty lax about it. But like I obviously like cannot condone that kind of like violence on other people, right? Like I'm trying to be a good person, but like also, you know, these are people that are in my industry, right? And you know, I think like or like we're formerly part of my industry, and like, you know, as evil as they have done to the world, right? Like I primarily do not want Twitch to stop the stream from happening. To be very clear, because no, you're fine. But yeah, like I've known that Twitch has gotten like kind of antsy about like banning streamers who like let their chat like say things that are a little bit too violent, and it's like, okay, all right, you know, I have to say it. Thank you though. Like I love the spirit, and like, you know, thank you for your understanding. I really appreciate it. Okay, a lot of fun. And YouTube test says time to go back to the story now. LOL. Yeah. All right. Yep. All right. Cool. We're going back to the story. Thank you for bearing with me on story time, or like my story time, I guess. All right. So we're gonna switch this back to auto mode.
Nagging is caring, okay?
Nagging is caring. Oh, that's cute.
But I prefer less nagging.
I love Chen and Arcane's relationship. It's really cute.
Whatever. I don't argue with patience. I'm just glad you're all right.
I don't argue with patience. It's so funny. Sorry, I just kind of like almost
Apologies, Arcane.
water almost came out of my mouth there.
It was my decision that put you at risk.
None
All right, I'm
needed.
watered.
You made the right call, Tianshuzhuang. The Originium arts I've mastered failed to kill him. He's not human anymore.
Oh, they're talking about artists here.
When I woke, I immediately ordered Summit to share the intel. Blight miasma concentrations in the North Wuling exclusion zone are spiking.
Blight
Neferet's
miasma
trick has
spiking.
affected the very large rift.
Oh. Sumi, I see your message. I'll get back to you in a bit.
I knew it.
Okay.
They're doing everything they can to open the very large rift. But their target is not Wuling.
Oh, okay.
It's you, Endman.
Oh, it's us. Oh man. All right, danger, stranger danger. Oh, all right, we have cool. Oh, this is the fight scene. Oh,
It's beyond me. The ether keeps restoring Ardashir's body.
I love that they made it artsy so they didn't have to make the game M-rated. That's fun. This is so cool though, like this animation style. I kind of wonder if it's live 2D based. Like they did the painting and then they kind of live 2D it, a lot of it. But there's got to be some, because like, honestly, they might have just done it in Clip Studio directly. I have no idea.
Return.
I think it's live 2D just because you. Okay, I don't know if y'all saw that, but the way the hair was cut, I saw a white rim along the edge. You can see the rims along the edge of the hair right here. That looks like live 2D actually. Because you can like make the parts and stuff and have semi-transparent parts, and that's actually kind of cool. That's actually really interesting.
The truth? Was he talking about the very large rift?
The very large rift and its changes. Are they a trap?
I love the little
An
wristbands that
obvious
Arcane
one.
has. Like they're very
The
like
very large rift
God
is
Eater if y'all played that
increasingly
series. Like
active.
I really like the
We
way that
cannot afford
that
to
looks
ignore
and like that kind of aesthetic. It's like magic wristband, right? Magic giant wristband that floats on your wrist and stuff like that. Yep. And the options are we have to take the initiative, but he doesn't know we have the Sheer Knight Nexus. Yep, we still have to take the initiative. I'll pick the first one right here. Let's go.
True. If the Sheer Knight Nexus works as intended, the initiative will be ours.
All right.
Once everything is ready, we shall head to the exclusion zone bastion.
Oh, Sumi says God Eater is good. Yeah.
Hold on. The Sirenite Nexus is ready?
Oh right, Arcane was asleep for that. Oh, hi Hearted. Hello to Hearted. This is Scarlet. Hello. Oh, Sumi says God Eater is good. It's not Monster Hunter, but yeah, I like God Eater because I also really like Monster Hunter too, right? Because I played Monster Hunter since like Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I think actually.
I'm confident we can use
But yeah,
it to
God Eater,
suppress
like
the very
I like that
large
it's
rift.
narrative and sci-fi. Like it's a really interesting vibe. And there's a sister game to it called Freedom Wars that I really like. That is made by the same people that make God Eater. And like I just really like the way that a lot of it happens. I really enjoy that. And like it's a lot faster too. It's a lot faster. It's like more speedrunning friendly than Monster Hunter. But I really like the narrative that a lot of God Eaters, like God Eater 3 especially, did a really good job with narrative. And I think 2 was good, but I didn't play all of it. But I remember playing God Eater 1 and really enjoying that. Like, because they made them for PC. So because I think if you get God Eater 2 on PC, you get God Eater 1. So I have the whole series, and it's like it's so good, dude.
With us.
God, I really want to play God Eater 2 actually. Like I want to play it on stream, but I feel like no one knows what that game is, dude.
Arcane, I understand
maybe
how
for
you
side stream or
feel,
something.
but certain things shouldn't be rushed.
Yeah. Alright, and Sumi in chat earlier said,
Don't you think you've been repeating those
oh,
words
yeah,
a
character
bit
moment.
too
Sorry,
much
I'll get
over
back
the
to you. I'll get
years?
back to you. Oh, Sumi says played one on PSP in high school.
This
Yeah.
is different. We have Sirenite and the Endmen.
Oh, Sumi says I have God Eater 1 through 3 if you want to co-op on PC, dude, bro,
This could be a
maybe.
rare
I never
opportunity.
got a chance to play those games co-op. That sounds awesome, actually. We possibly consider that.
Very
Let's see.
well.
Aaron's not for YouTube chat says I put
Endman,
multiple hundred hours into Freedom
please
Unite.
take the Sheer
Yeah,
Knight
dude.
Nexus and
And
go
then
ahead
and then the
to
next big one
path.
was Generations Ultimate, like on Switch. I loved that one
shall
too.
muster our
But
forces
and then I
that
started
morning.
playing World and Rise, and like I
Exclusion
I ended up
zone
liking
is a
those.
dangerous place. The
Not gonna lie though,
largest
I was like
force is
Sword and Shield
needed
main because
to
I played
reach the
pretty much
very
every
large
weapon, and I
rift.
went back to Sword and Shield. I was that stereotype, dude. But in Monster Hunter Rise, I switched to light bowgun because you could move so much in that game, you could basically just play it like Call of Duty. And I genuinely played Monster Hunter Rise with light bowgun. Like I just played a gunner. It was so insane, dude. But yeah, like I did get wilds, by the way, because one of my friends got it recently, and I was like, oh man, I should play that. But I want to. But I will be playing Monster Hunter Wilds soon and stuff like that. I might play it on stream, we'll see. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
I've been waiting for this day for far
Let's see,
too long.
Aerosmith, like we said, we stand Lance right or gun Lance. I really like Lance. Lance is like really tanky and kind of fun to play, and I liked it. It's a little slow for me because, you know, ADHD brain, right? So I like would
Keep
just watch a
going
roll
down this
constantly, but
direction
it's
and you'll
fun.
reach
Greatsword is
Human
also fun
Pass.
though. Okay, let's see. Okay, so the earlier message to me said was off top. You want to find out what kind of monster girl you be with my roll table scarf for D&D? Sure. I'll find out what monster girl I am. That sounds hilarious. If you still want to do that. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and continue the story here. Oh, okay. So this is the area with the base. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water because my throat's getting a little tired. I'll probably stop if my throat starts to get too scratchy though, because I don't want to damage my voice or anything like that.
Arcane. Are the proxy and Artishir
This says roll me 4 1d100s. Okay, hang on, give me a sec.
According to the records, there were entities on Terra who wielded Fahrenheit powers with incredible capabilities.
If they were all on Talos too, maybe we wouldn't have to do all this heavy lifting.
All right, let's see. Okay, so my numbers for the rolls are okay. I'm gonna switch to light mode here. Okay, my numbers are 8, 91, 36, 18. I'll say that one more time. 8, 91, 36, 18. Those are my 4d100s. All right, let's go. We're going to Yellow Pass. Wait, is this gonna be? Oh, hang on. I wonder if this is start of a new area. That'll be fun. Oh, Arizak YouTube chat says, Charged Blade is ADHD peak. Dopamine when you use the ult is addictive. I freaking love Charged Blade, dude. Charged Blade and Switch Axe, both kind of insane. Charged Blade, like, definitely, like, more intense than Switch Axe. But, like, I really like the way that, like, Charged Blade just kind of, like, once you learn it, it's so satisfying to just kind of keep up the combos with that. Like, it's insane. Yeah, Sumi says 8, 91, 36, 18. Yep. Those were the numbers. All right, here we go. Bravely breach the hostile winds. I'm gonna pick up these things here. Okay, I gotta look at this area up here. We gotta look at that vista. That is, oh, dude, the kites are so wild. And like, I love that they like are still running at 60 hertz with the LOD and stuff like that, right? Like they're still just super smooth. And like, it's just so impressive. Hang on, we're gonna have a look here. Just look at those kites, man. That is wild. And you can see, I think that's a moon or another planet over on that side over there. This sky, insane. Absolutely insane, dude. Oh man, that's cool. Sumi says Charge Blade was based AF in World. Yeah, for sure. Okay, I think the game wants me to fight this, so we're gonna go ahead and fight this right now. Only level 70, okay. Okay, activate those skills here. Nice, here we go. Go Arcane. There we go, nice. And we got stun kill on that one. There we go. Dodge, alright. Got that timing right, that's good. Go Perlica, start activating that. Get some blast hits. There we go. Start doing that damage in. Nice, here we go. Get that collateral. Good. Okay, go Ardelia. Alright, we drop Thunder Lances. I think we just have the gunners left. Okay, dodge. We dodge back to it. Nice. Let's go. Alright, we got those lances. Let's go. Do that damage. Okay, that guy's shooting at me. You're shooting at me. Alright, you are now primary target. You get Thunder Lance. Let's go. Dodge. Dodge from behind. Okay, my health is not doing great, but I'll be careful. Here we go. Just start activating all of these things. We'll start proccing all these things. Okay, we got a Perlica Beam. Let's go. Here we go. That's a lot of damage. Nice. Okay. And we can dodge through these guys. All right, we're backing up. Gotta get Viz. Pull those Thunder Lances through. Let's go. Okay, nice. We're backing up here. Okay, go Perlica. Start activating that. Okay, we got some Corrosion active. That's good. Alright, Arcane. Go apply all that. We'll start getting burst on them. That's good. Okay, nice. Okay, we got a last hit here. Nice. Okay, we're doing that damage here. Thunder Lance. I'm not sure if I aimed that corner, but we did get that guy. Okay, Ardelia. Okay. I want Ardelia to start doing the sheep rain. Let's go ahead and do that. Ardelia. And while that guy's getting stunned, we're going to start attacking him. We're going to start triggering those things because the cooldown should be active for the... or the cooldown should have stopped for the stuff. Yep. There we go. There we go. Throw Thunder Lance here. Or the regular lances, I guess. Okay, Perla can start attacking this. Alright, we'll get that final strike on this guy right here. And I'm going to move over here. We're going to hit him with all of them. Alright, nice. Clean. Clean. Press F to open. Grab all this stuff. I'm going to go up here because I want to look around a little bit. Just have a look before we start heading. There's wood here. Okay. Can I break this? Nope, cannot. Oh, it's a note. Wait, no, that's not a note. I thought that was a note for a second on the table. Oh, and Arlene. Hello. Alright. Chasing this Arlene. Where did it go? Hang on, I'll grab these stuff down here first. I think it went down further, so we'll see how far it went. I should probably go through and like make my recipes for what's the word? Stuff like oh no, you can't get back up. All right, but I need to be I need to start like making potions and automating that because I've been mostly just doing that by hand, but I'm probably gonna end up doing that in a bit. Just give me a second. Let me just make sure that I have potions. Actually, that just seems like a good idea to check that you have potions. Okay, backpack, crafting. Oh, this is new. Transmute. Transmute is a feature that transmutes higher tier progression materials into lower tier counterparts. Oh, okay, that's cool. That's good to know. Actually, that would have been really helpful. Like a couple updates ago, dude. I remember that being like kind of a thing. Okay. Oh, you can plot for growing. Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and just make as much powder as I can. Go craft these things. I think I don't know how much I have here. Okay, we have some left. 3. There we go. Now we're full up on that. We're just gonna click this. Start working on that. Let's see. Oh, Garn in YouTube chat says, ironically, now that they did this last massive factory update, not having set up some of that factory ain't that bad. So a lot of it's very streamlined now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I was definitely like kind of holding out on like I was doing minimum factory work because I knew that the updates would probably change it, make it better later, to make it less work later. So I'm glad I've been waiting, as in like playing on like a need to know basis or whatever people say these days. Let's see here. Okay, Sumi in Twitch says, okay, so about the rule, the D&D rule table. You are a tier 1 Corvidae, specifically an American crow, caw, and your appearance has noticeable animal ears and tail, slightly altered eyes, small claws or fangs, slight fur, scales, feathers, still easily mistaken for a human from a distance. That's funny. Friggin' scavenger bird. It fits my rat aesthetic, kind of. Now, obviously, I'm a sheep, so my jokes about other animal things are like, you know, they're just jokes. I'm totally a sheep. These horns and ears are not just velcroed on, and I'm totally not just a regular ass android or anything like that. Totally nothing like that, dude. Like, I'm totally not just a regular ass robot. Well, I guess androids have androids do have biological components, though. Though it's kind of hard to kind of distinguish, right? Because like I feel like androids, like if you use Nier Automata's definition, right, it's like insufficient backpack space. Okay, well, all right, we're gonna have to hop to a teleport point and on backpack there for a second. But like I do feel like a lot of like Nier Automata's definition is interesting because like robots are like purely like robotic, right? But in that series, the androids are like biological but still like synthetic beings, right? And true humans are people that have come from like other stuff, even though they like may have like augmentations and stuff, which I just find a very kind of interesting dynamic. Oh, the game's not letting me get the item. Oh, sad.
We had to keep the path safe and the situation under control.
Oh, Arizak Beat says teleport point does head. Yeah, gotcha. Thank you.
Our vanguards have cleared the areas ahead. We shall carry on as usual.
Oh, hello, butterfly. Oh, wait, this is the same butterfly from that sequence earlier with Tianqi Zhuang, and it was like, and this butterfly just had the same voice as the character that was like holding our past self. Okay, all right. Story is getting hot.
If my results back then were different, I'd probably be defending the past right now.
This this vista,
A
y'all.
whole lot better, Endman. I'm just curious.
That's
all.
that's so pretty. Okay, all right, we're going in. Hello, teleport point. And activate. And we're gonna go ahead and submit Orleans. Nice. Back out of that. Rest. And we'll backpack here. Oh, hang on. Does my B button work here? There we go. Backpack, quick stash. Okay, I should probably start putting... I'm gonna start putting some of these towers in. Because I don't want to deal with that yet. I can hopefully grab them later. If I need them. We'll leave the relays in because I can use this to glitch into things if I need to. Fluid pump. Yeah. Actually, pylons and stuff probably. Should probably keep those in the backpack. Ferium bottle with water. Canned citron. That's sort of good enough. Yeah, and that should leave me enough things if I am out in the field for a long time.
Can we truly appreciate
Oh, that is...
every breath and pulse of life?
Can I walk over here? Oh, nope, game's not letting me walk over there. I wanted to kind of step on top of the dam and look down, but I guess we're not going to be able to do that. Sad. Alright. No, Arizaki YouTube chat says, not same girl as the dream. Butterfly is from the Sui proxy, who is on the next banner. Oh, interesting. Alright, well, guess we'll find out. Pass side canal. Okay, let me check the map here and see where we are. Oh, okay. We are in the new area. We've transitioned. Okay. Oh, this already looks so cool, y'all. This looks so cool.
Underground channels of Yinglong Pass. After the environment of the North Wuling is
Okay, Garden in YouTube chat says, Sui proxy is OG lore. They are pieces of a god. That is super helpful. No, thank you. Really appreciate that. Okay. Oh, this is so pretty. What? Whoa. Oh, man.
10 years ago, the Tianshu dredged the
Look at...
underground river to repurpose Yinglong Pass.
This is
It is now part of the
insane.
pass's defensive system.
This reminds me of like some like the stuff in Titanfall where like you get out of the mech, you start walking around, and it's just these giant facilities. That's crazy. Oh man, I gotta get back to playing Titanfall. Still want to finish that campaign. As in, playing for the second time, but you know. Alright,
No one on duty. This isn't normal.
here we go. Yinglong duty log, text transcriptions of audio recording. Thank you, lady, but we cannot accept this. Also, this is a dangerous place. Please leave with the transport team. Come on now, kids. Just a few packs of fillet cuts and vegetables. Look at you, all skin and bones. Take these and put some weight on it, right? Lady, please. The captain won't accept it either. Let's just, interesting. Okay. Something's going on. Oh, hang on. Research thing. Gotta grab that. Okay, I'm gonna grab these things before we trigger the event. Let's see, Garn in YouTube chat says, God is a very strong entity that embodies a concept, in particular the Sui proxy, or pieces of Sui, the ferment of evolution, and kind of a very mean dragon. That's funny. Okay, this is a whole area. Okay, I'm gonna bet that the game is gonna tell us to go this way, actually, so I'm gonna walk back over here and just grab this thing before I forget, because I'm probably gonna forget it. Here we go. New gear template. Let's go. Let's go. Grab these items right here. And let's continue. Okay. Arizaka Compute in YouTube chat says, yeah, so somehow we got the 13th piece of the 12th piece split. Yeah, yeah. Let's see what we got here. Wait, is this? Oh, that actually just goes somewhere else. Okay, never mind. We are gonna go explore that thing over there. And now I gotta know. See, Arizaka in YouTube chat says, coincidentally, OG Arknights has an event with the proxies running at the moment. Interesting. Let's see, Garden in YouTube chat says, SI is kind of an artificial piece of Sui. She was released since OG like 3 years ago or something. Okay.
Something dangerous is up ahead. We better be fully prepared.
Something dangerous? You mean that thing right there? Oh! Hello. Chest. Alright. I'm ready. Let's do this. Hey, buddy. Hello. Level 80. Okay. I'm ready. start triggering the skills right now. Okay. We got... Oh god, that is a lot of damage. Okay, I gotta be a lot more careful here. Dodge through that. Okay. Let's go ahead and get a beam on here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I am frozen. Oh goodness. Okay. Okay. I gotta keep an eye on that thing. Gotta keep that thing on screen then. Okay. Just gotta be careful here. Yeah. Part of the difficulty of this is just keeping everything on screen, dude. This is crazy. We dodged that. Okay. We just gotta keep this guy on screen here. Oh god. Okay. Dodge through that. Okay, we got the little guys. Okay, we dodge through that. Dodge through that. Ugh. That kind of hit me a little bit, but that's okay. Oh god! Oh god! Oh! Oh my goodness! Okay. Alright. Alright, Arcane. We got this. You and me. There's a lot of damage, though. Okay. Alright, we just gotta keep doing that damage. We can do this. We can do this. Get an ultimate. See if we can... There's no red things canceling it either. Oh, hang on. Oh, we did get it. Okay, nice. Continue the damage here. Okay, dodge, dodge. Alright, go Ardelia. Let's keep the heals up. Probably should have activated this a little earlier. Nice, okay, we'll get those last hits here. Keep applying that infliction. We got a Perlica beam coming up. Let's do this. Alright. Fighting in unideal situations, but we got this. Okay. Alright, we keep keeping the burst on. Alright, we're getting close to... okay, so we just stunned it. We're just gonna bring it down, right? Okay, keep it on screen right here. Okay, dodge to that. And... oh god, no, no, no! Fuck, 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 fuck. Okay. No! Alright. Okay, we'll just keep dodging through that. Okay. Alright, we're gonna save our battle skills for... okay. Okay. I was kind of close. Alright. As long as... yeah, if we want to lose anyone right now, it's going to be Arknight. Dodge. Okay, nice. Clean. Dodge. Clean. Dodge. Oh, missed that one. Alright, that's okay. It's okay, we got it. So we can keep going. Keep it on screen. Keep it on screen. Dodge. Okay. And that's Perlica beam. Yep, there we go. I guess like a regular Perlica attacker here. Keep attacking. Alright, we want to keep one in reserve right now, right? One in reserve. Nice attack. Let's go. Keep the pressure on. Keep the pressure on. We got an ultimate. We're going to apply. Alright, here we go. Nice. Good stuff. Dodge. 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 Stay out of the way. We're staying out of the way. Alright. And use this to... yep, use the combo skill to get distance. Let's go. Here we go. Alright. Keep that application on. Dodge. Dodge. Okay. Alright. Go for it. Just hit it. Just hit it. If we lose Arcane, that's okay. Just keep doing that damage. Here we go. Alright. Alright, restore a little bit of health there. Okay, go Ardelia. I want you to drop some sheep for me. Right, grab the health. Alright, we got it. Clean. Well, it's sort of clean. We lost Ardelia. Sorry, not Ardelia. We lost Abby like pretty early. Oh, hello, cargo motorcycle. We did get it though. We did get it. Okay, Garn in YouTube chat says, you should really think about leveling up the poor guys a tad. So good luck. Yeah. Well, we did it. We did it. Honestly, I kind of like it when things fight back a little bit like that. Like losing Abby early actually made me kind of think about how to play that. And I found that a lot more interesting. But yeah, for next time, I definitely could be a little more careful with that. But I think a lot of the strategic decision that kind of comes in with like, okay, there's actually risk and I might lose a character. That's the time to start thinking about it and start playing for real, right? Card says understandable, yeah. And like, I kind of don't want to bring Abby back yet. I think that'll be kind of Kaleidograph. What's this? Interact Kaleidograph starts challenge. Activate Kaleidograph generates multiple images. Each has 3 parts, corner frame. One of these images includes a part that differs from the rest. Interact with it to complete one stage of the challenge. Oh man, mini game. I'm drinking water. Okay. We're gonna do see what the next thing is. Complete all challenge stages to solve the Kaleidograph and acquire rewards. Sure, why not? Talosite. This is new. Special energy crystal that can be found at various places of Talos 2. They are highly sought for scientific research. Approach interact with Talosite to collect it. Okay. After acquiring Talosite, the Talosite exchange become available at the Protosync. Use the Talosite exchange to exchange Talosites required for ornamentals, operator camera poses, and other rewards. Oh, okay, they're finally adding some of the camera stuff. Let's go. Okay, this is just information. Hopefully that wasn't too important. Okay, we're gonna play. Which one of these is different? Okay. Oh, let's see. Okay, let's see. Brooke in YouTube chat says, want to grab some food and watch FIFA. Bye. Okay, yeah, see you later. See you later. Have fun. Let's see. Garn in YouTube chat says, use Talosite to buy animations and alternate BG music for Dijon and some equipment. Gotcha. Okay. Which one of these guys is different? Wait. Hold up. Okay, now I actually have to look at these. Where's the difference part? I guess it's just the outside, huh? That's it. Alright, and one more. Okay, this one seems pretty obvious, so we'll do that one. Alright, game. Let's see if these rewards are worth the squeeze, huh? It's a chest. What do we got? Not bad, not bad. Alright, forward. Onward we go. Let's see what's down here. Grab these plants over here. Alright, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh, and Arlene.
Orlean is a fragment of a shattered universe.
Arlene?
This one traveled massive
Okay,
distances
okay.
to be
Let's
here,
keep going.
right before us.
I see cardboard boxes and a chest right here. I forgot your teammates like kind of break things with you. It's pretty funny. Here we go. Grab all these things. Grab all that. And I wonder if this actually just takes us back right to the beginning area with the raft actually, which is kind of funny to think about. Okay. Here we go. What is this? Mysterious notes. I've infiltrated Yulong Pass. It's a place of mystery, filled with unknown where danger lurks around every corner. I spent ages snooping around Wuling since I left La Fantôme. Oh, so this is probably the normal path that people usually walk, but the raft lets you skip it. I see. Gotta hand it to Yulong, so they got every place covered, not expect a pro with diving gear. Painter told me that diving wouldn't work if it was possible. Get in, high risk, high return. Knowing that magazine officer would dare fire me once I get amazing photos. So the vibe's a little off for this place. I can't help but feel someone's constantly looking at me. Wait, there was a Yulong here. Oh no. I think they got taken out. Let's see, Garn says, yep, it's the walk. Yeah, okay, well, there are rewards and things to fight. I kind of wonder if they added the raft, like, at some point, like, after they made it, and they're like, wow, yeah, this is a really long walking section. We're just gonna, like, let people skip that for story reasons and allow us to talk about the story. Yep, there it is. Here we are. Okay, can I, oh, yeah, we can just call the raft. Just call the raft. Wait, no, we don't have to do that. I'm just gonna teleport. We don't actually have to do that, dude. I'm actually just gonna teleport over to, I think, yeah, we're gonna teleport here. This is the one we want to teleport to. Well, that's a pretty interesting area, I gotta say. Oh. Yeah, we have Abby back. Alright, up we go. An adventure. Oh, this is gonna be some... Whoa! Okay, yeah, that's pretty cool.
We're here. The quarantine line of the exclusion zone.
Wait, is it...
Bastion of Wuling.
Quarantine line of the exclusion zone. Oh my god. That is so cool. Like, look at like, it's just like a floating void rift thing. I love this aesthetic so much, dude. Like, so much. Okay. I'm gonna have a look-see and see where we go. Okay, so I think we're going down this elevator right here. Okay. I think... Oh, okay. So I think, okay, Garden YouTube chat says this area is beautiful. Next one's sincerely haunting. Nice, yeah. So, okay, so here's my plan. I still have a lot of work to do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here for today. And, okay, I'm gonna read chat a second here. Garden says, think you will still enjoy the jumping puzzle and side stuff here. Yeah, I mean, I'm probably gonna fun. Sumi says, a floating gigalithic Chinese tower led, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it is. It's actually what it is, what it says on the tin. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up for today. Dino says see you later. Hang on, I'm gonna make sure Dino says see you later. Okay, okay, actually, I can make Dino's arm wave a little bit. Okay, alright, Dino's wave. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up for today because I still have a lot of work left to do, like planning my schedule for next week and making sure that a lot of my, stuff is working and stuff like that. Seems to bye, Dino. Yeah, Dino says bye. But But yeah, I'm gonna.
Another day.
Yeah, so I have a lot of work to do. A lot of VTuber stuff. We're working on like a lot of videos and like and like TikToks, I guess, and like other things, and trying to do streams and stuff. And I'm doing my best. I'm working on a lot of stuff in the background that y'all don't really get to see, even though I talk about it. Right? Is stuff to just we're gonna. I'm committing to the bit. I'm committing to this VTuber project, right? Like now, like we've hit the 6-month mark. I've met my milestones that I'd set out when I started. I mean, I met them by like a huge long shot, even, right? So I'm ready to commit to this project, and we're gonna have a lot more VTuber stuff going forward, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I'm really excited to really start getting into it. But yeah. Okay, guys, have a nice rest of the day. See you next time. Office gotcha. Yeah. Yep. And yeah. That's what's going on. Stream schedule coming out tomorrow, maybe, hopefully, if I can get my infrastructure stuff back in in time. And if not, well, I mean, the stream schedules will come out when I am ready. And like in the meantime, though, like I still am just gonna try to stream Endfield on Saturdays, because like, yo, this is my jam, right? This is my jam, and I love seeing y'all here. But like more streams, more planning for streams is probably gonna happen, right? I want to reach a point where I can stream like 4 times a week, right? Like I really want to be able to kind of reach that point where we can like try a lot of different games and hang out a lot more and stuff like that. And that would make me really happy. But to do that, we got to make sure that all the videos and all the other stuff is squared away, and all the back end work is dealt with. So there's that. But yeah. It's been good, and thank you everyone for coming today. Thank you all the VOD viewers who have been watching, I guess. Yeah, thank you everyone. Thank you for spending one of your most valuable resources with me, your time, and for that, I greatly appreciate it. Like seriously, like thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. But yeah, that's all I got. More updates to come. This is good night, and thank you from the end of the world. My name has been Scarlet Override. We've been playing Arknights Endfield, and you know, instead of saying bye, I think we'll end with this. Much love, and see you later. See you soon. Bye.